problems, including a couple of murders. So fly over there and see Jake Walton.
Johnny Dollar.
Paul Keller, Johnny.
Hi, Paul.
Welcome to San Francisco. Unpacked your bags yet?
Just about to.
Well, don't. Hop over to Virginia City, Nevada.
Wait a minute, Paul. I just got here.
Virginia City, the ghost town that's no longer a ghost over on the other side of Reno. Our man there's Jake Walton.
What's the problem?
The gold rush.
That was 100 years ago.
Well, there's a new one right now.
You're kidding.
And with all the same problems, including a couple of murders. So fly over there and see Jake Walton.
All right.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer and the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Greater Southwest Insurance Company, Home Office, San Francisco, California. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the gold rush matter. Expense account item 1, $216 even for the flight to San Francisco and the hotel room. Item 2, $18.15 for a plane to the busy, noisy town of Reno, one of the gambling and divorce capitals of the West, as well as a business center for the mining and cattle industries. Item 3, $50 deposit on a rental car. And with the afternoon sun at my back, I drove south and east to Virginia City. Virginia City, colorful, fabulous monument to the rip-roaring days of the famous Comstock Lode, when a man's life all too often depended on how fast he could draw, on how well he could defend a rocky piece of desert land that he hoped would stretch out a vein worth millions of dollars in gold-bearing quartz or the heavy blue mud that was rich in silver. A lot of the old landmarks are still there for the tourist trade. Piper's Opera House. You pick up a key at the Bucket of Blood Saloon. The Crystal Bar. The territorial enterprise that carried the writings of Mark Twain. The gambling halls where instead of money on the tables, it was gold dust and nuggets. And on dark nights, I've been told, you can see the ghosts of the Bonanza Kings pacing the streets. Fair, Flood, and O'Brien. Mills, Gould, and McKay. A grizzled old character sitting on a rocker in front of the Bucket of Blood didn't even look up when I asked him directions.
Well, son, Jake Walton's office is right there across the street, other side of the newspaper.
Hmm? Oh, yes, I see it now. Thank you very much.
But he ain't there.
Oh, I see. You don't happen to know where I can find him, do you?
Oh, I know where he is, all right. But I wouldn't go there, son. Not if I was you.
Why not?
Well, him and the sheriff, they're out to the Scarlet Queen. That's a gold mine.
The Scarlet Queen?
Yeah, about halfway up 6 Mile Canyon over there.
Hmm?
There's an old wagon track up to the pass.
Can I navigate that wagon road in my car?
That's a pretty new car you got there. Real pretty. No, sir. Take a horse or a burro unless you got 4-wheel drive.
Where can I get hold of a horse?
Jake Bakley's stable down the end of the street. But, don't you go to that mine.
Why not?
Well, there's been another killing out there, like there's going to be more of them. More dynamite accidents. Like the one that done this to me.
Did what to you?
Huh. Didn't notice, eh? I'm blind.
At Jed Blakely's stable, after a lot of argument that I should stay away from the Scarlet Queen, I finally got hold of the horse by forking over a $200 deposit. Then I headed up into 6 Mile Canyon. A couple of miles later, I found the old wagon road to the mine. It was crooked and steep, and there was a narrow pass to go through at the top. But from the pass, when I let the horse stop there for a breather, I could see the mine below me. There were 2 or 3 weather-beaten shacks right next to a platform with tracks on it that led into a hole in the sheer face of a cliff. A couple of jeeps and a beat-up old high-wheeled truck stood in front of the line of shacks. And a group of men were hauling a body out of an ore car to load it onto a truck. I got off the horse and over behind a big boulder and nothing fled. Gunshot and come from my left, and were still coming, and from someplace and somebody I couldn't see. At the next one, the horse took off. say I felt a little alone, a little helpless at that moment. It's the understatement of the week. With a twig of mesquite, I raised my hat above the protection of the boulder, hoping to draw another shot to get a better idea where to start shooting myself. Nothing happened. Slowly, cautiously, then I worked around to the far edge of the boulder and carefully looked around the edge of it. Holy, that was in back of me.
Don't move, stranger.
What?
You swing that gun of yours around this way and you're going to be real dead.
Well...
Mister, you drop that little lemon squeezer you got in your hand, then up on your feet and turn around and face that rock.
All right. Why not?
Go on. Turn around. Face up to that rock with your feet apart. You put your hands up on it.
You have the gun.
Higher. Get those hands up higher. You make one move, I pull this trigger.
You're the boss.
You're darn right I am. Okay, Jake.
Jake?
Looks like you got him, Leona.
It's a city man. Told you it wasn't nobody from around the Comstock.
Looks like you're right, Leona.
So watch him, Jake, huh? Real careful. He may be a tricky one.
You got a good point there, Leona. So's just to make sure he don't try any tricks.
When you have to stay alert, don't let drowsiness slow you down. Perk up. Perk up with No-Dose. The safe way to stay alert without harmful stimulants. Remember, when you're driving, working, studying, and monotony makes you feel drowsy. Perk up. Perk up with No-Dose. No-Dose.
I saw Jake start to throw that punch, and when you know it's coming in from where you roll with the punch, and I rolled, and I turned and took him with me, and together we rolled on the ground. I grabbed for the legs of the girl, and she came with me. Then I managed to grab a wrist, a handful of blonde hair with the man's head under my arm with all the pressure I could put on it.
No, stop. I give up.
Please, mister. Okay.
Please, I give up.
Me too.
Okay. All right, now, I've got the rifle.
Now, don't worry, mister. Don't worry.
And you got a lot of muscle for a city man.
You now.
Yes, sir.
Pick up that handgun of mine by the barrel with your fingers and bring it over here.
Yeah,
like he says, Jake.
Yeah, okay.
By the barrel now, and be careful.
Here on, mister. Here.
Jake, huh?
Yes, sir. Jake Walton.
What?
And this here is Miss...
Jake Walton of Greater Southwest Insurance?
Yes, sir. Me and Miss Leona, we was only up here account of this last accident of the mine.
Oh, no.
And when we see you prowling around up here, we... Huh?
You mind telling us what you think is so gall darn funny?
Well, I'm sorry, ma'am. Look, my name is Johnny Dollar.
Dollar? Well, Leona, listen. Dollar here's the man I've been waiting for.
I don't care what... Oh, he is?
I must say, you certainly gave me a nice reception.
Well, we didn't know. We thought you were the ones been making all this trouble up here.
Oh, you did, hmm?
Yeah, it's a fact, Johnny. And listen, this one today makes the second killing there at the mine. Somebody's using dynamite at the wrong place and the wrong time.
And, Johnny, it was one of those blasts that blew my Uncle Dave out of the shaft, and he's blind now on account of it.
The blind man that I met in Virginia City in front of the bucket of blood?
Yes, sir, Johnny. Dave Halver.
That's what brought me here, Johnny, from off my dad's ranch to see if I could help him and help find out who's doing all of this. And when Jake and I heard the shots up here, who were you shooting at, Johnny?
Oh, just a couple of rattlesnakes I saw.
This time of year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, to think I almost aimed the rifle at your head because of what I thought you were.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, so am I, Johnny. This gal can shoot the eye out of a gnat. Would have killed you, sure. And I guess nobody would have blamed her much either. Knowing what's been going on and not realizing who you were, I was hoping she would hit you.
That would have been terrible.
You sure would.
Now, tell me just exactly what's been going on around here, Jake.
Yeah, well, look, I see the sheriff's leaving with Jerry's body now. So let's go down there to the mine, and I'll show you.
All right, let's go. The Scarlet Queen, named after a shady lady of the 60s, the 1860s, was a small but very old mine away from the main body of the Comstock lode, but once considered a fairly profitable maverick offshoot of it.
Now, watch your step, Johnny. There's a big vertical hole along here, and if you ever fell into it... See it there?
Yes, I see it, Jake. Just keep that lamp of yours on the ceiling and we'll be okay.
Johnny, you want to kind of give me a hand?
Sure, be glad to. Here you are.
I'm still not exactly used to being around inside of these mines.
They never did have any business opening up this one again.
Oh, why not, Jake?
It never will pay off.
Well, Uncle Dave thinks it will, and he ought to know on account of it really ought to belong to him.
Should it, Leona?
Sure, if that crooked lawyer hadn't fixed it so now it belongs to Ski Lambert.
Well, I'm not so sure that lawyer wasn't right, Leona.
So Uncle Dave ends up working for him till that dynamite hits him down here and blinds him.
Yeah, well, maybe it was like the New York Keystone mine, the other side of town, that started this latest gold rush now.
How do you mean?
The original shaft was sunk back in 70 by some fellas who didn't even own the property. So all the owners had to do was wait until the shaft was finished, then take over. Oh, easy now. Now we go down this ladder to the second level. You make it all right, Miss Leona?
Sure I can. You two go on ahead.
All right, now. What started this new gold rush, Jake?
Oh, talk about maybe the government raising the price of gold, I guess. A lot of the old mines may be opened up again. At least them as can mill out $30, $40 a ton or more.
I see.
Now, the last couple of rungs are missing now, so watch your step.
I'm okay. I'm on solid ground again.
I'll sure be glad when we get the elevator working again in this darned old...
Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, thank goodness you were here to catch me, Johnny.
Oh, anytime, Leona.
Oh. I'm afraid I'm too heavy for you.
You sure you didn't do that on purpose?
If I had, would you mind?
I was hoping you had.
Oh, now set her down, Johnny, and let's get on with this.
Would you mind your own business, Jake Walton?
There on the second level, Jake led us to a spot in the tunnel that was completely shored in with 12 by 12s.
Where an old side passage give way.
There's no rubble on the floor of the tunnel there. It looked as though it had been literally blown away, and the acrid smell of dynamite still lingered in the air.
Yeah, a man would be in here working on these ties, Johnny, where they're going to lay track for some ore car.
Yeah?
And then all of a sudden, a stick of dynamite would go off. Right here, where it had no business.
First one of them killed Harry Beller. Another one blinded Uncle Dave.
And then just before you come, young Jerry Lambert, the nephew of the owner...
Let me have that lamp a minute, Jake.
Oh, sure.
Something here I want to...
Oh, that dang it busted.
Yeah. All right, that's that.
But can we find our way out of here now without a light?
Sure we can.
Jake?
Sure we can, Miss Leona, but,
Yes?
We better be mighty careful about that hole we have to skirt around up in the tunnel above.
Sure, Johnny. This road back to Virginia is a lot shorter than the one you took. A lot smoother, too.
You call this smooth?
You never been aboard a bronc, Johnny.
Well, if it's any worse than this... Look, there's the horse that I hired. Better stop and get him. He cost me a couple of $100.
Don't you worry, none. He'll go on back to the stable. And that reminds me. Where you going to have supper and stay in overnight? We got an extra bedroom, Johnny.
Well, so is Uncle Dave, Johnny, and I'm an awfully good cook. Huh, Johnny?
Well, that's the kind of invitation I like, Leona.
Good.
Okay. I won't try to compete with a pretty gal.
But I think I better stay with Jake.
But why?
That is, if I may borrow this Jeep for a while tonight.
Oh?
Well, sure, anything you want, but why?
Just a little idea I have.
Then later?
Yeah. Later, Leona. An idea? 2 or 3 of them. About who'd taken those pot shots at me out there at the pass just before Jake and Leona appeared on the scene. The shots had come from my left, the side nearest Virginia City. And that other tunnel Jake had mentioned, originally entering the mine where the dynamite had been set but now timbered off. Or was it really? That, too, was on the left, the Virginia City side. And more important, so was the shortcut. Yes, and using that shortcut this afternoon, somebody who'd seen me there in town could easily have beat me to the pass and been waiting for me. But who? And did Jake and Leona have some reason for not taking me down to the mine while the sheriff was still there?
Best darn apple pie you ever made, Martha.
Well, thank you, Jake. Have some more, Mr. Dollar?
No, thank you. I've had plenty, but it was great.
Well, then you men just run along and I'll wash up the dishes. Didn't you say you had to meet with somebody tonight, Jake?
Oh, just some of the boys over at the Delta.
If I can have the keys to your Jeep then, Jake?
Oh, sure. Yeah. But wouldn't you rather use my sedan? After all, with a pretty girl like that, eh?
Well, let's say the Jeep is more romantic. Item 4, $6.80 for a powerful electric lantern and a small flashlight, just in case. Then I took off in the Jeep. Just out of the north end of town, I heard shots off in the distance. But who would be using a gun this time of night? I took the shortcut to the Scarlet Queen this time, and there I found the entrance to the side tunnel cleverly hidden under a pile of discarded roofing. And that slanting shaft was perfectly clear as far as I could see in it. I went around to the main entrance, into the tunnel there, down the ladder to the second level, and this time I looked at those heavy shoring timbers carefully. Yes, in one spot where the side tunnel would be, instead of a 12 by 12, was a little square of 1 by 12 on a hinge. A door where somebody could throw in a stick of dynamite and kill whoever was working in there. I hung the lantern from the ceiling. Then I heard it. Somebody was coming down that side tunnel. I touched the lantern to make it swing, to look as though I were there, and moving around. Then quietly I ran back and up the ladder, but as I reached the upper level...
Well, did it get him?
Can't see yet. Not until the dust clears down here, but must have got him.
Then come on. Let's get back to town. Let somebody find him there in the morning.
Leona and the old man. That's all I need to know.
Want to give up strong-tasting cigarettes?
Treat your taste kindly with Kent.
Want to give up harsh-tasting cigarettes?
Treat your taste kindly with Kent.
Want to give up rough-tasting cigarettes?
Treat your taste kindly with Kent. Smoke Kent, the micronite filter cigarette.
Yes, Kent. The cigarette that made the filter famous. Lets you get away from cigarettes that sometimes taste too strong, too harsh, too rough. Because Kent, with the micronite filter, refines away harsh flavor, refines away rough taste for the mildest taste of all. If you want to get away from strong, harsh-tasting cigarettes, change to Kent. Remember, the finer the filter, the milder the taste.
Treat your taste kindly with Kent. Smoke Kent, the micronite filter cigarette.
You just wait till they get all those lines working. This town will bust out all over again. You see that word about the Beverly Hills? Well, let me tell you. You know what I heard? I heard they're going to open up a line on D Street again. Yo, Dominic, another couple of beers over here.
Over to McBride's for dinner. Now, boys.
Anybody seen King Johnny since he took off his whiskey? Don't look at it.
Well, what are you doing here, Johnny? I thought you had a date tonight.
Well, I did, of a sort. I take it you've been here all evening, Jake.
Sure have. Haven't I?
I thought so.
We'll have a beer?
No. Come on, Jake. We have a job to do.
The job?
Can you borrow a length of rope and a gun from somebody?
Got a piece of rope in the back of my car. And also a 30-30.
All right, then, come on.
Well, I still can't believe it, Johnny.
And you'll have to see for yourself, Jake. Just be sure you do exactly as I say.
Okay, Johnny, okay.
Keep the engine idling to cover any sounds you might make.
Right.
Yet, Johnny.
Hi, Leona.
Well, I I was kind of hoping you'd drop around tonight. Well, come in.
Who is it, Leona?
A friend of mine. Johnny Dollar, Uncle Dave.
Well, how are you, Mr. Dollar? Why, you're the young fella I asked me directions this afternoon. I can tell by the voice.
That's right.
I'll go in the kitchen and fix up a drink. Sit down, Johnny. Make yourself comfortable.
Yeah, sure, boy. Sit down. And what do you think of this lively little town of ours now, eh?
As I stood there in front of
tourists
him,
these days,
casually,
but
as though I was simply going to toy with it and move it from one pocket to another, I drew out my .38. And as I did, he slowly, almost imperceptibly started moving his hand toward a drawer in the table he was sitting beside. Nor did he raise his head toward me.
You do what I said and stay away from the Scarlet Queen mine this afternoon.
No, I went on up there, Mr. Halvin.
You did, huh? Shouldn't I?
Because of what you said.
Oh?
About your blindness.
Yeah?
Yes. But a minute before you told me about it, you noticed I was driving a brand new car because you saw that I was. And that's what told me the blind act as a phony to back up your tale that you were dynamited at the mine you wanted for yourself by hook or crook. And your next victim would have been Skeet Lambert, the owner.
Yeah?
Don't reach for that drawer.
Okay. Dollar.
He doesn't need to, Johnny. Don't move.
He doesn't,
No. Because I got this one.
And me, Leona?
Chet.
Well, this gun's aimed straight at your head.
Then it's you. Oh, my hand. You broke my hand.
Sorry, Leona. You should have known better. Jake, you want to come inside and call the sheriff? I don't know whether Leona was actually involved in the murders in the mine or not. I hope not, because she was a doll. Then, sometimes, they're the most dangerous kind. Anyhow, it'll be up to the courts again to figure it out. Expense account total, including the way back home to Hartford. Call it $700 even. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
If you drive a car, remember this. Almost anywhere in the country where you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon on gasoline by using Sinclair Dyno. That's because in 3 out of 5 cars, regular price Sinclair Dyno matches the performance of expensive premium gasolines, costing up to 4 cents more a gallon. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dyno gasoline. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Cliff Owen, Reynold Osborne, Terry Keane, Leon Janney, Rosemary Rice, and Sam Raskin. Music supervision by Gene Sines. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Technical direction, Michael Shoskis. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Stuart Metz speaking.
This is Betty Furness. Every weekday, 3 times daily, I report to you latest items of interest in the woman's world. Dimension is my vehicle, and the CBS radio network is my home address and yours, as we explore the dimension of what interests women today.
World, nation, or neighborhood. Expanded CBS News covers them all on the CBS radio network.
This is WRW Music, Albany.
Listen, how old do you think this car is? Well, there's really no way of telling how old because a worn-out muffler makes any car sound far older than it really is. It's good to know that if your car sounds older than its years, your nearest Midas muffler shop has what it takes to make it sound its quiet self again in just 15 minutes. Midas has the specialists, the experience, and the famous Midas muffler you'll need.
Stop at Midas Muffler Shops, 2 convenient locations, 1/2 mile north of the shopping center in Latham, or Stop 26, Albany Schenectady Road. Open daily and Saturday 9 till 6, Wednesday and Friday till 9.
Tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. In a moment, Act 1 of The Lost Ship, written especially for suspense by Irwin Lewis, and brought to you by the makers of Marlboro cigarettes.
Johnny Dollar.
Earl Pullman, Johnny, out here in Los Angeles.
Well, hi, Earl. How's the weather out your way?
Are you kidding? It's wonderful. Always is. If I could manage to drag myself away from this desk and from this stream of small claims that are driving me mad.
Now, what kind of claims, Earl?
A lot of money lost through armed robberies and holdups.
Oh?
Looks as though the same man is committing them all.
You mean there's a pattern to them, huh?
Yeah. And I hope you can somehow put a stop to them. Will you come on out here right away?
Now, you said armed robberies.
Yeah.
Anybody been killed?
Not yet.
Oh?
But only because nobody's tried to fix up to this holdup man. He's apparently a pretty mean customer.
Oh, I see. In other words, maybe I can have the honor of being his first victim, huh?
That's right.
Hmm?
No, what I mean is, well, I suppose it could be kind of dangerous for you, so, well, that is...
No. It's all right, Earl. For you, for the sake of dear old Tri-State Life and Casualty, no sacrifice can be too great, even if it means loss of the thing most dear and precious to me, my life.
Now, come off that stuff.
Never mind, Earl. I'll see you in a couple of days.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator, yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Tri-State Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Wayward Kilocycles matter. Expense account item 1, $170.40, plane fare. It was after 7 p.m. Hartford time when Earl called me, and the next good flight I could make was shortly after dawn the next morning. He got me there about 9 a.m. Pacific time. Item 2 was $6 for a cab to Earl Pullman's office in Westwood.
And these store robberies, Johnny, have all taken place at Lamodra Beach.
Lamodra Beach?
It's one of those new developments that have sprung up like weeds all over this town.
Now, you mean it's part of Los Angeles?
That's right. Just like Westwood here and Brentwood, Hollywood, View Park, Studio City, Sherman Oaks.
Mm-hmm.
Anyhow, Lamodra Beach is a real nice, snooty resort. There's a main shopping section nearly a half-mile long. Markets, nice little furniture, dress and jewelry stores, car dealers, drugstores, everything.
I see.
And these robberies have all occurred along that main stem.
Now, the robberies, not burglaries.
Robberies. Every one of them, Johnny. There have been 7 in a row now. Every one of them has occurred in broad daylight in a regular pattern.
Now, wait a minute, Earl.
Yeah?
Haven't the police been able to do anything about them?
Oh, they've tried, all right, but so far they haven't got the first base.
Mm-hmm. Now, let's get to this pattern.
Well, to begin with, it all looks like the work of one man. The store owners who have been robbed all make him about 5'10", 10.5, around 150 to 55 pounds, dark brown hair, age about 30, and he wears a handkerchief over his face.
Well, let's face it, Earl, that description could fit thousands of men.
Yeah, I know. Anyhow, Johnny, he always pulls the jobs in the mornings when there aren't too many people in the shops and on the streets. And at the precise moment when the owner is all alone. Timing has been almost too good to be true. Almost fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And he simply barged in waving a gun?
That's right, an Army 45. Made the owner clean out not only the cash register, but the safe, provided it's in a back room that can't be seen from the street. Then he skipped out through the alley that's behind all those stores. And it's all happened so fast. I turned to Johnny. His timing is just fantastic.
And don't any of the store owners have alarm systems?
Believe me, they've all ordered them. But there hasn't been time to get any of them installed. And these 7 robberies have all happened within the past business week. 2 of them were in one day.
How much money has been taken?
Well, not an awful lot, but enough to hurt. You see, they're all kind of exclusive shops, expensive. Except for the little coffee nook that was knocked over yesterday.
All within a week?
Yeah.
Almost before the police have really had a chance to catch up with him.
That's right. And they have so few police out there.
So maybe he'll knock over a couple more places and then take off for other parts. Or maybe he's through here already.
Well, that's why I think you'd better act fast. I mean, if it was somebody who lives there doing it, he'd take his time, pull a job, and wait for the heat to die down, and plan and pull another.
Now, what's the address of that coffee nook?
421 Harbor Drive.
Lamodra Beach.
Right. You want me to drive you over there?
Would you want to loan me your car instead?
Oh, sure. Here's the keys. Help yourself.
Okay, Earl. I'll check with you later. Item 3, $4.70 for a tank full of gas. And I drove to Lamodra Beach. Believe me, it's an exclusive resort, all right. And not only because of the expensive homes around it, all of them in the $50,000 and up class, but I looked at the prices in some of the shop windows along that main drag. One sign in the window of a tailor shop announced that suit prices start at $275. And most of the buildings are quite colorful. A bar and grill that looks like the bow of a ship. A radio shop with a tower to make it look like a lighthouse, and so on. Then at the coffee nook, and that was the name of it, Mrs. Webster's Coffee Nook.
He certainly did, Mr. Dollar, did you say?
Yes, Mr.
Certainly did. He took over $135 from me. You know, some of that money I put aside to pay my bakery bill.
Oh?
You see, until they get a bank out here. Oh, boy, I certainly wish they'd hurry up and get that bank finished before everybody gets robbed.
There isn't a bank around here?
Oh, there will be. There'll be 3 of them. With all that confusion over building codes, well, the rest of the stores and places got in. The people started coming before they can finish up a single bank.
Now, Mrs.
I just wish
Webster...
to have to keep so much money around here all the time. So does everybody else. Oh, at the nearest banks over in the valley or in Santa Monica or Westwood. But after what happened to me with that robber yesterday morning, well, you should have seen him with that horrible-looking pistol the way he waved it at me.
Yes, well,
and
Mrs.
goodness
Webster,
knows, the police are doing everything they possibly... Look. There they go now. There.
Yes, I see.
And if you ask me, Mr. Dollar, if you ask me, that means there's been another robbery. There, you see? They're stopping at that nice radio and television store, just the other side of Sam the Tailor. And do you see that nice Mr. Marks, the owner? You see him talking to the policeman?
Yes. Yes, it looks like you're right, Mrs. Webster. Another of these robberies. I hung around the edge of the crowd in front of the radio and television store until the police could poke around and ask the usual questions. And apparently get the same answers they had from all the previous victims of the holdup man. Instead of checking in with them, I waited until they and the usual bunch of sympathizers left the shop, and then sauntered in.
So I suppose I should be glad they didn't haul away all my stock, too.
They?
I mean, him, that dirty robber. $200 he took from me, all the cash I had.
That's too bad.
It's the same one that's been robbing everybody else around here. Even the police admit it. Only how did he know I was here alone? Answer me that. How did he know that Bertram was out making that installation for Mrs. Govan over on Palm Drive, huh?
I'm sure I don't know.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to close up this place, that's what, until they catch him. Or until they get a bank in this town. And so are a lot of other people. You mark my word. And if you'll excuse me, mister, I'm going to close up this place right this minute. Well, unless you want to buy a radio set or maybe a TV, mister.
No, thank you.
Yeah, but have you seen this model? Oh, one of the finest TV sets ever made. Absolutely the newest model, 23-inch picture, high fidelity.
Yes, I'm sure.
Here, look here. Here, step back away from it, huh? Here, like this. Here, come here. You see this little thing I just took off the hook in front of it? No bigger than a package of cigarettes. So, well, maybe king size.
Now, Mr. Mark.
It's positively the latest type remote control.
Well, I'm here to see you about...
So that's the morning dance party you're looking at. It's a good picture, huh?
Yes, it's a good, clear picture, all right.
So maybe you like the music a little bit louder.
Mr. Mark.
So you have to walk back to the set and turn it on? No, sir. This little remote control unit right here in my hand. So I push a little button like this.
Now listen, will you?
And you see, up comes the music. And I didn't even have to touch the set. That's wonderful, huh?
Can you bring that music down a bit?
Well, of course, like this.
Yeah, that's better. Now, Mr. Mark.
Also, you can change the station.
While at the same time, President-elect Kennedy visited
with the news broadcast.
Yeah.
You want to hear the news? All you have to do is push this button.
No, please, Mr. Mark.
Just watch. Immediately after the first of the year.
Not much going on with this.
Now, there's that Fish for Love, that wonderful serial program every day. And any other program you want. All you do is...
Mr. Mark.
Well, if you want the dance party back on...
please.
I was just demonstrating, in case you want to buy a nice, brand new, latest model.
No, I don't. What I wanted to talk to you about... Look, will you please just stop fooling with that thing for a minute?
But I didn't touch it. Not that time.
Oh?
It seems
see, there it goes again. Change the stations all by itself.
John, there's absolutely no...
What do you mean? It's supposed to do that?
No. That's the third time. Today is the third time that thing has been acted up. Maybe the fourth.
Well, you better send it back to the factory.
And the last time was only 4 minutes before that hold-up man came in here.
Western nation
going crazy.
Now, that hold-up is what I came in here to talk about, Mr. Mark.
Just like I said before.
Now, tell me, Mr. Look, would you please, can't you turn that thing off?
Say, I just thought of something, Mr. What's your name is?
Well, I didn't, but it's Johnny Dollar.
Well, see, Mr. Dollar? There goes again.
Now, look, I am a special investigator from the insurance company that will have to pay you for whatever loss you suffered as a result. Would you turn that thing off, please?
Oh, yeah, of course. Now, there you are. The whole set is off now. But like I started to say...
Well, as I started to say...
The next to the last time this happened was just before that poor Mrs. Webster got robbed yesterday morning.
What I want to know from you is... What did you say?
I said the remote control system on this magnificent television set acted this very same way just before I got robbed.
Yeah?
And also just before Mrs. Webster got robbed.
Well, now, are you sure of that?
Well, maybe. Maybe now that I think of it.
Yes, maybe what?
Well, maybe it was acting up this way 3 days ago at Mr. Blenson at the novelty shop.
Well, he was robbed. Well?
Yeah, over $700.
Right after the set started acting up?
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Somehow he said this crook seemed to know exactly when the owners were alone in their stores.
Yes?
That his timing was perfect.
What'd you say, Mr. Dollar?
Well, that's what Earl Poorman told me.
Earl Poorman?
And maybe this TV demonstration of yours, this remote control gizmo, explains just how that hold-up man knows when the coast is clear.
I'm afraid I don't understand what you're saying, Mr. Dollar.
In other words...
Now, wait, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, you have an idea?
Yeah, I certainly have. Because if you're from the insurance company, and if you're the one to see I get paid back for what I lost, well, should we talk business?
Yes, we'll talk business, all right, but not about your insurance.
But, Mr. Dollar...
That remote control device. Here, now, how does this thing work?
Well, I don't know exactly. It's some kind of wave.
Wave?
Yes, sound waves or something. In this booklet here that comes with a set.
Sound waves?
Yeah. Look here. It says waves of 44.6 kilocycles to 51 kilocycles.
Yeah.
So high in pitch as to be inaudible to the human ear. That means you can't hear it.
Yes, I know. Go on.
Yes. Actuated device within the set itself that changes volume or station channels or turns it off or turns it on.
Okay, I've got it.
Yeah?
Yes. Don't you see? This hold-up man has a pal.
So?
Yes, that's it. There is somebody along this main street who can keep tabs on all you store owners, who knows when you're all alone in your shop.
Oh, he does?
And by radio, he communicates with the man who actually pulls the hold-up.
Tells him when the coast is clear.
You mean that one of the merchants, that somebody here along this street is telling this holdup?
Yes.
He's telling him by radio when it's safe for him
Yes,
to rob
that's exactly what I mean. And he doesn't know it. But his radio signal on a band somewhere between 44 and 51 kilocycles is also working this remote control gadget.
So, I told you this was a wonderful and marvelous set.
All right, then. If I can get hold of a direction finder, I can track down the guy who's sending out the all-clear information to the hold-up man.
You really think so?
That is the answer, Mr. Marks. And I think I know where to get hold of a direction finder.
Yet if what you say is true, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, well?
Well, after the way this set was behaving a couple of minutes ago.
Right. More hold-up information being sent out from that transmitter.
Yeah, but then there ought to be another hold-up. Only there isn't. At least there isn't any... Oh.
Yes, come on.
Look. And you see the people there in the next block there in front of the market. It's another holdup. 2 in one day again.
Yes.
And Mr. Dollar, there'll be more and more and more of them until we're all put out of business.
No, because now, Mr. Mark, we know the answer. Using the phone in the store of Mr. Marks, I ran up item 4. 20 cents for a call to Bob McKinney in North Hollywood, who is known among radio hands as W6VFG. He not only used to handle the engineering end of my broadcast, but believe me, Bob knows his kilocycles like the back of his hand.
Sure, it's possible, Johnny. All that a hold-up man needs is a little vest pocket receiver lashed up to get signals on that oddball frequency.
And somebody along this street can send him info about when the coast is clear.
Right.
Okay, then, Bob. If you can bring a direction finder over here, we can track down the transmitter and nab at least one of the team.
Better still, you'll know where the next robbery's going to be and get the boat.
Yes, unless this last one was the last one. How soon can you get over here with that equipment?
You sure the signal's being transmitted within that frequency range?
Well, it has to be.
I'll do whatever rewiring is necessary here at home, and, how about first thing in the morning?
I'll be waiting for you at the Marks Radio and Television Shop here on the main drag.
I'll be there.
I drove back to West Los Angeles and spent the rest of the day and the night with Earl Foreman and his wife. Then, early the next morning, met Bob at Mr. Marks' shop in La Modra Beach. As Bob finished setting up his radio direction finder...
There we are. All set. Johnny, you still haven't told me how you got the frequency of that signal he's sending out, whoever he is.
No, it's easy, Bob. That TV set out there on the floor. You see it? There against the wall.
The big one?
Mm-hmm. There's a remote control. That little removable box with the buttons on it.
Yeah, I know the model.
When you push one of these buttons, it sends out a signal in that frequency range that I gave you. It makes this set change stations.
Mm-hmm.
So if the transmitter sending out info to the hold-up man also makes the set change stations, it must be working in that same frequency.
No, Johnny, no.
What?
I'm sorry, but it doesn't mean a thing.
What do you mean?
That remote control puts out sound waves.
Well, I know. Too high in pitch for us to hear them.
Not radio waves.
What do you mean? You mean that my theory, my whole theory about somebody transmitting information, that you mean it's all wrong?
Johnny, it's sound that makes the TV set react. So whether somebody's using a radio transmitter on that frequency or not, it couldn't possibly. And, I suppose the matter of resonating, I mean, the sympathetic resonance.
What?
Sometimes nearby to a broadcasting transmitter, a pile of bits of metal, something like that. Sometimes it'll resonate. While listening to that pile of scrap metal, you can actually hear the broadcast.
So?
But the transmitter of these signals would have to be practically on top of this TV set.
Maybe it is. Huh? Because whoever is tipping this guy off to when the coast is clear, to when some businessman is alone in his store, has to be somewhere right along this main street.
Well,
otherwise, he wouldn't be able to see when it's all clear.
Well, maybe if it was somebody right next door.
Mr. Mark.
The Marrywell sisters with their nice dress shop? Never, Mr. Dollar, never.
And on the other side of the place?
My good friend Sam the tailor.
But on top,
of this shop of yours? It's built up like a lighthouse.
Here for local color here at the beach.
Yeah?
Like Tony's bar is like the front of a ship and like that Hawaiian.
Yes,
saloon.
but what is in this lighthouse of yours?
Well, just a couple of small apartments I rent.
But there's a transmitting antenna on the top of it.
Oh?
I don't see a transmitter in the shop.
Well, I don't have any. All I sell is receiving things like radios and...
Bob, you have got it. One of your boarders, Mr. Marks.
Those two boys?
Boys?
Well, 25, maybe 30 years old.
Well, what do they do?
Well, that Willard Thorson, he never seems to leave the place.
Well, of course he doesn't, because up there in that tower is where he can see everything that goes on down here on the street. The whole length of the street.
Johnny, you're right.
And the other one, Mr. Marks.
Well, I don't know. That Harry Williams goes out early every morning and comes back late at night.
Well, of course, because he is out waiting to get the word from Thorson up there on the tower.
And Johnny, if that transmitter is up in the tower, it's plenty close enough to affect this TV set.
And go on up there, Mr. Dollar, and arrest that Willard, that Willard Thorson.
On what? Unless we catch him broadcasting information to Harry Williams.
Even then, pal Harry might get away.
Right. So, I have a better idea. Why don't we just sit down here and watch some TV? So we did. For 3 solid days. Until suddenly the set began...
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar, my name is Jarvis, Theodore Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Yes, I'm the local representative for Greater Southwest Insurance Company here in Las Vegas.
Oh, yes, that fabulous town of the fast buck.
I beg your pardon?
And I think of all the money I have won and lost over the gaming tables in that town of yours.
I know what you mean. Tell me, how's the weather there in Connecticut?
The weather?
Yes.
Well, cold as a... Why do you want to know about the weather?
Well, it's so nice and warm and comfortable here. Be a nice change for you, wouldn't it?
Well, of course it would. I hate this cold weather. But unless you have some insurance matter that you want me to investigate...
It's a matter of the utmost importance, Dollar. Can you fly out here right away?
Sure, why not?
Good.
On, one condition.
What's that?
That you'll guarantee me the time and a chance to drop a fishing line in Lake Mead or, over in Lake Mojave.
Dollar, that's exactly what I want you to do.
You want me out there to go fishing?
To go fishing, among other things.
Yeah, like what other things?
Mainly just to go fishing.
Oh, sure.
With a very beautiful and a very charming young lady.
Is that so?
Who also happens to be very, very wealthy.
Mm-hmm. Well, Jarvis, you make this sound more attractive every... Now, wait a minute. Is this some kind of a gag?
I'm absolutely serious. Well?
On expense account?
Practically unlimited.
Well, that does it, Jarvis. I'm on my way.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Greater Southwest Insurance Company, Las Vegas office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the very fishy matter. Yeah, there was something very fishy about this being called all the way out there just to go fishing. There had to be. But after all, it would give me a chance to get away from the freezing weather here in Hartford. And who knows? Maybe I would have a chance to wet a line in Lake Mead or Mojave. So item 1 on the expense account is $170.40 for a nighttime flight to Los Angeles. Item 2 is $21.10 for the plane that dropped me off in Vegas shortly after breakfast the next morning. Item 3, $4 even for a cab into the office of Theodore Jarvis on Fremont Street. Ted was in his mid-30s, but a mite too serious about his job.
You want to talk about it right here in the office, Dollar?
Well, why not? Let's face it, Ted, it's one of the few places in town that doesn't have a slot machine or a craps table or roulette or blackjack.
I guess the business offices and the churches are just about the only places where one can't gamble. Fortunes are won and lost every day here in Las Vegas, Dollar.
Yes, I can believe that.
Which is one of the reasons you're here.
Oh, I thought it was to go fishing.
It is. Because of the Birdwell fortune. I should say because of Miss Lisa Birdwell's fortune.
Is that the young, attractive, charming...
Yes, that's the girl I told you about over the phone. You'll love her, Dollar.
Better than fishing?
I beg your pardon?
Well, first you dragged me out here on the promise of some good fishing.
Exactly.
Now it sounds as though you want to throw me into the arms of some doll.
Both.
I don't get you.
I said both. She is a doll, and I want you to go fishing with her.
Where?
On Lake Mojave, about 90 miles south of here.
Great.
Oh, you're familiar with it?
Oh, I know it like the back of my hand. Ted, I can take you to more good spots to pull in lunker bass on that lake.
Excellent.
Only, stop being so vague. Tell me what this is all about.
Lisa Birdwell.
Lisa Birdwell.
Mm-hmm. Until a few months ago, she was a school teacher up in Salt Lake City.
A school teacher?
That's right. And living and working among the good people of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That's the Mormon church.
Yes, I know. Go on, Ted.
Well, she was very much interested. Seriously considered joining that church, devoting her life to the kind of service they stand for. That is, until her father died and left her some money.
How much?
You see, Lisa was his only blood relation.
How much, Ted?
Oh, $10,000 or $12,000.
10 or 12, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought you said she was rich. I thought... All right. Go ahead.
Being free from family ties for the first time in her life, being young and beautiful, she decided to take some time off and have herself a little fling.
On $10,000?
Yes. Until...
Until what?
Until, in the course of her travels, she happened to land here in Vegas, where suddenly one night she discovered what a roulette wheel is for.
Oh.
Knowing nothing whatsoever about the game, she calmly proceeded to run up one of the biggest scores on record.
She what?
She walked out of that casino with something over $400,000.
No kidding.
And, incidentally, that is the last time she ever gambled.
Smart girl.
Mm-hmm. Instead, she bought herself a little ranch out near the edge of town and took her foster brother. That's her only living relative. His name is Tony Birdwell.
Yeah.
Took him along to sort of manage the place. And now, well, she's just making the most of life, enjoying it to the fullest.
Who wouldn't?
When she isn't taking in the winter sports at the Charleston Mountains, some 35 miles northwest of here, she's fishing Lake Mead or Mojave in her yacht.
Yacht on one of those lakes?
Prettiest 52-footer you ever saw. Right now, she has it down on Lake Mojave.
Beautiful yacht, beautiful girl, lots of money. Let's go fishing.
Exactly.
But why? I mean, from your standpoint.
Because of that foster brother. Because if anything happens to her, he'll get everything she has. Her money, the ranch, and some $120,000 of insurance.
Are you trying to say you think he'd kill her for it?
He himself? Never. He's not man enough.
Well, then what?
But have somebody else do it for him? Yes.
Okay.
Who? That's what I hope you can find out for us, Johnny. Before it's too late. That's why you've got to get down to Lake Mojave right away.
Why?
Because Tony has already arranged for Lisa to be murdered.
Radio Free Europe is still on the job, broadcasting the truth about world events through the Iron Curtain. What keeps the truth going through the Iron Curtain? Not communist altruism. No, your truth dollars to keep men's minds free, no matter where they are. As the communist pressure around the world increases, telling the truth about what they are up to is more vital than ever. Support the Radio Free Europe Fund, Box 1961, Mount Vernon 10, New York. That's Radio Free Europe Fund, Box 1961, Mount Vernon 10, New York.
Tell me, what makes you think that this brother, this foster brother Tony, has arranged to have Lisa murdered?
Think? I'm sure of it.
Why?
Because of one of those things that can happen only once in a million times, Johnny.
Go on.
Last night, I tried to call Lisa at the ranch. The phone out there was in use, but instead of getting a busy signal, I could hear this voice. Tony's voice on that phone. He was saying...
Okay, just shut up and let me talk. Lisa's on her way down to the lake now, to Lake Mojave Resort. She plans to stay out on the boat several days with some friends, she told me. So you'll be along. You'll be one of them. But you don't get the 10 grand until she's dead. So just make sure you do it right.
I see. You're sure it was Tony's voice, Ted?
Yes.
Could you recognize the voice of whoever he was talking to?
Well, that's where I goofed, Johnny. I'm afraid I kind of gasped or something, and he must have heard me because he hung up.
Fishing with some friends down there, including whoever he was talking to.
Yes.
In other words, one of the people aboard that boat with her is there to kill her.
That's right.
Well, have you any idea?
Right after I called you in Hartford, I called the Lake Mojave Resort and I talked to her.
You warned her not to go out?
Oh, she'd only have poo-pooed that idea, but I did ask her who'd be going along with her.
Today?
Yes.
Who?
Well, as usual, a real mixed crowd. And I've checked on all of them.
Who, Ted?
Jim Faree, a dealer at one of the casinos here in town.
Faree?
Yes, he's a drifter, not too good a reputation.
And?
A girl named Sadie Reese. She's well, call her a B-girl. That's putting it kindly. For one of the questionable saloons in town.
And?
Miss Clara Hinckley, a visiting school teacher that Lisa picked up somewhere.
A school teacher on vacation at this time of year and here in Vegas?
I wondered about that, too. Then there's Charles Schroeder. He's an elder in the Mormon church.
An old friend from Salt Lake City.
I think she met him here in town.
And?
Paul Holder.
Oh, who is he?
He's the nice young kid who runs the boat for her. The rest of the time he acts as a kind of a handyman at the ranch.
Paul Holder?
Yes. Pretty well mixed up crowd. Then she always puts her parties together that way.
Who else, Ted?
That's all. But one of them is there to kill her. So the sooner you get down there, Johnny.
Ted, I'm on my way. Item 4, the usual $50 deposit on a rental car. I burned up Highway 95 through Henderson, Boulder City, and Searchlight, and then cut east on 77 to Davis Dam. There, I turned north for 3 miles to Lake Mojave Resort. My old friend, Ham Pratt, general manager of the resort, was in his office down over the dock. And as always, when I told him what my job was, Ham offered 1,000% cooperation.
Yeah, Johnny, Elise Birdwell and her party took off only a couple of hours ago, and with enough groceries aboard that big cruiser to keep them for a week.
Now, how'll I spot that boat out there on the lake, Ham?
Lisa, you can't miss it. It's beauty. All 52 feet of it. No other cruiser that big on the lake.
And she uses that for fishing?
And for living on when she's here, she and her friends.
Any idea where she might have headed?
Probably up toward the big basin, 10, 12 miles up.
Okay, then.
And she always does a lot of fishing in the big coves on this side of the lake, below the basin.
Right, then, that's where... Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, Johnny?
Those people with her.
Yeah?
There's Jim Faree and Sadie Reese.
You can have them both for my money.
A Miss Clara Hinckley.
Well, she's a school teacher, like Lisa used to be.
Yes, I know. And a Charles Schroeder.
Understand he's an elder in the Mormon church.
And they are all with her.
Yeah.
When did they get here, Ham?
Bill came last night, shortly after she did.
And who of them got here last?
Well, as far as I know, they all came about the same time after dinner.
Well, then that's no help.
Except for Paul, of course.
Paul Holder.
Yeah, he's the nice kid that works on our ranch, comes down here to run the boat for her.
Yeah, so I understand.
I didn't see him arrive, so must have been well after midnight.
I see. Okay, Ham, I'll need a boat.
Well, I got one tied up to the dock with a 40-horse motor on it you can use.
Also a flock of fishing tackle.
At my outfit, welcome to it.
And I need a nice string of fish.
Oh?
Yes.
Well, that's easy.
Is it?
Your pal Buster Favor has a bunch of lunkers in the live box tied up under the dock.
Then let's go. Getting aboard the Lisa to meet Lisa and her so-called fishing pals was a cinch. In the outboard that Ham had provided, plus tackle and a stringer full of nice big largemouth bass, I simply headed up the lake until I saw the cruiser anchored in Telegraph Cove. And then, making my outboard miss a few times by cutting the switch, I hove to alongside.
What's the matter, mister? Having trouble?
Well, it sounds like I've run out of gas.
It sure does.
All,
Oh, hello there.
Hi.
Looks like he's run out of gas, Lisa.
May I come aboard and borrow some from you?
Well, yes, you certainly can, and you can stay as long as you like.
Well, thanks.
What did you do that for, Lisa?
Don't you see, Paul? Just look at that string of fish.
Oh, you're right.
If you can show us how to get fish like that, you can stay with us just as long as you like.
Well, sure. Why not?
Good. Just tie up a stern and pile aboard, and I want you to meet all my friends, okay?
Fine. I'd like nothing better.
They'll be making music again on Arthur Godfrey Time tomorrow. The they in question are the fabulous Kirby Stone 4, keeping the air full of songs beginning tomorrow on Arthur's show. Dick Hyman's The Man with a Band, and for ditties from the distaff side, there's velvet-voiced Miss King Ling. Whenever the high-spirited Kirby Stone 4 show up, you can be sure of plenty of far-out funny business as well as a sparkling sprinkling of songs. Join CBS Radio's Arthur Godfrey Time tomorrow.
I spent the rest of the day there aboard Lisa's cruiser, telling Paul Holder where to anchor over some of my pet fishing spots. Luckily, they all paid off. And Lisa, even prettier and more charming than I thought, insisted that I stick around as long as they stayed on the lake. Good. This gave me the chance I wanted to see and talk to every one of her party. If possible, to pick out the person aboard who was there to kill her. And what a motley crew. Suppose I give you a rundown on them. Well, first, there was Paul Holder, the ranch hand skipper, a small, thin fellow in his early 20s with a freckled face and a friendly smile. Almost too friendly? No, maybe I was misjudging him. Maybe. There was Jim Ferree, the gambler, tall, dark, suave, and good-looking. And I had no doubt that he'd do exactly what he said he'd do.
Sure, Johnny. I'd kill my own mother for a prize. Do you think I'm kidding?
As for Sadie Reese, well, what a cheap dame like this was doing aboard a yacht.
Oh, I said, sure, Lisa, as long as my good-looking friend Jim here is along. Bait up my hook for me, will you, Jimmy?
Old Clara Hinckley, the retired schoolteacher who fished alone because nobody could stand her shrill and dull and constant yakety-yak.
I'll never forget the time we had the second grade picnic. It was May. Or maybe it was June, I guess. Anyway, it rained.
And on and on and on about the dear, darling second graders to whom she taught reading, writing, and arithmetic. And finally, Charles Schroeder, who didn't fish, but spent most of his time with Lisa, talking earnestly with her, occasionally reading a passage from the Book of Mormon that he carried with him. I set down my rod and joined them.
Read it, study it, believe in it, my dear. And I'm certain as I am of the great hereafter.
Johnny, no more fishing for you?
I'm afraid I just about had my limit when I came aboard.
Oh.
As I started to say, Lisa...
No more now, Charles, please.
As you wish, my dear.
My, I'm glad we found you stuck in that cove, Johnny.
Well, so am I, Lisa.
You've brought us wonderful fishing luck. Look at all that I've caught.
You're an excellent guide, my boy.
Thanks, Charles. Anybody like a cigarette?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
And here. Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Charles.
Thanks. But now, if you two will excuse me.
Sure.
Johnny, there's another reason why I'm glad you came aboard.
Oh?
It's the reason I put you in the cabin next to mine.
Well, now, Lisa.
Because I've had the most uneasy feeling all day.
Have you?
I don't really know how to describe it, but, well...
Yeah?
Johnny, I'm afraid, but I don't know what of. Kind of look after me.
Sure.
Good. Now I'm going down to the galley and cook us all the biggest fish dinner you ever saw. All right?
Lisa.
Yes? Johnny?
Nothing. Go ahead, I'm starved. By the time dinner was over, it was late. We were tired, so we all went to our respective cabins and hit the sack. Except for me. After waiting a while for things to quiet down, I tapped on Lisa's door. And without really telling her why, I made her switch cabins with me. In her bunk, then, I put a dummy. I then quietly took a blanket up on deck, laid it out by the anchor hatch up forward, and waited. But I had overestimated my ability to stay awake, and I slept like a log. But not for long. And by rolling over, I'd caught the darn blanket on a cleat. By the time I could tear it loose and then get on down below, they were all gathered in front of Lisa's cabin.
Look! Look, somebody come in here and shot her. Somebody killed her. Did they say Lisa, you're okay.
Lisa!
But look!
Well, that's a dummy in your bunk.
That's right.
Lisa, my dear. Thank heaven you're all right.
Yes, Charles.
Yeah, but who did this? Who did it?
That's a good question, Paul.
I tell you this, we'll never get him.
Him?
What?
He stole your boat, Johnny. Took off in that boat of yours.
Well, how could he, Jim? It was out of gas.
Only it wasn't, Paul.
What do you mean?
I only used that as an excuse to get on board.
What?
I don't understand.
Paul, make us a pot of coffee. And we'll all sit down and talk this over. In other words, my real reason for coming on board this boat was to protect Lisa from what almost happened.
I see. Private eye. Huh?
An insurance investigator, Jim, looking out for a client. More coffee, Sadie?
Sure, baby. I mean, Johnny.
Yeah, I can use some more of that, too.
Paul, maybe you better make some more.
It's already on, Lisa.
Charles?
Thank you, yes.
All right. Now, this murder was attempted by one of us here in this cabin.
Why,
what?
By the one complete phony among us.
But your boat was stolen.
No, Jim. It was cut loose by somebody in this cabin to throw the rest of us off the track.
Maybe.
Did you hear the motor on it?
Well, no.
All right, then. Now, Jim, it's obvious, I think, that you're what you say you are, a gambler with a fast eye for a buck. And you probably have a record, don't you?
So what?
Now, had this murder been gotten away with, you'd be the number one suspect, wouldn't you?
And now you look
and
here.
Sadie? Well, there's nothing phony about you.
Now, what do you mean by that, Johnny?
Well, let's not go into that. Miss Hinckley? Well, certainly we can eliminate you.
Really, Mr. Dollar?
As for you, Paul...
Now, you look here, Johnny.
Just keep your shirt on.
Yeah, but if you're trying to say
All I said was there's a phony among us. And there he is.
What do you mean?
What?
Are you looking at me, young man?
Johnny.
Why not, Charles? After all, you're it.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Shall I prove it?
You have proof?
All I need.
I see. Stand back there, all of you.
That is that the gun you used on that dummy thinking it was Lisa?
Yes. Yes, and it's reloaded. There's a bullet for every one of you.
I see. More coffee, Charles?
Oh, no. What'd I do, mister? Sorry, I broke that pitcher on.
Nice work, Paul.
Johnny, how did you know?
An elder of the Mormon church, huh? And he accepted and smoked a cigarette out there on the deck this afternoon?
Why, yes, he did.
But Mormons don't smoke.
That's right.
And they don't drink coffee. They don't take a stimulant of any kind. So now, if we can get him to talk, rather than have us toss him overboard, shall we bring him to and try it? Well, he talked all right. Plenty. And of course, he implicated Lisa's foster brother, Tony. So now it's all up to the courts. Expense account total, including a couple of days of good fishing with Ham Pratt and then the trip home, $245.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, well, believe it or not, I go to jail. Fact. And I don't mean just to pay someone a little call. No, I get thrown into the clink, and for what, I have to admit, is plenty good reason. And then, believe this or not, I engineer a highly unsuccessful jailbreak. Which means, in the end, that luck was with me. Because if the break had succeeded, I wouldn't be around to tell you about it. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone. Produced and directed by Bruno Zerato, Jr. Musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Mandel Kramer as Ted, Terry Keane as Lisa, Jim Bowles as Ham, Danny Acco as Charles, Bill Mason as Paul, Joan Loring as Sadie, and Robert Dryden as Jim. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking. France in Focus. David Schoenbrun's Your Man in Paris, weekdays.
Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Johnny. How are you?
Who's that, Ted?
That's right. Ted Orloff, Los Angeles.
Well, how are you, Ted? What goes with you these days?
Problem.
Haven't we all?
Series of fires, Johnny, that have been costing Western Indemnity a heap of dough.
Suspect arson?
Suspect? I'm sure of it. But, Johnny, somebody's got to prove it. Prove I'm right. Can you make it?
Sure, Ted. Why not?
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Western Indemnity Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the All Too Easy matter. Shortly after dawn cracked the next morning, I drove to the airport and spent item one, $204.20 plane fare for a 9:30 jet out of New York. It dropped into Los Angeles International just 10 minutes before noon Pacific time. Item two, $6.50 into the office of Western Indemnity. As I started through the front door of the building, a man rushing out bumped into me.
Oh, sorry, mister, but I'm going to...
Hey,
Johnny!
Ted, what's the hurry?
Listen, I'm glad you're here. Come on. My car's right around the corner. Come on.
Anything you say, but what's the big emergency?
Another one, Johnny. Another one of these fires I called you about. That'll be number 6, Johnny. 6 in a row. Here, get in. Come on, see for yourself why I'm going off my nut.
I'll say this, Ted. That old building is going up about as fast as anything I've ever seen. If you ask me, that's going to be a total loss.
Yeah, sure, like the other. Thank God no people have been living in it, not for years. But that doesn't lower the insurance we're going to have to pay. If only I didn't know there were going to be more of them.
What do you mean you know?
I mean that firebug will start exactly 15 more of them before he's through if somebody doesn't stop him.
You seem to know an awful lot about him.
You bet I do. Plenty. Except for his next method and where he's going to strike next.
Oh, wait a minute, Ted. Where's the arson squad in all this?
Yeah, where?
Don't you know your fire department out here is one of the best in the country?
And if it is arson, sure it is. They agree it is. But in spite of all I tell them, they refuse to grab the guy who's doing it.
I mean, you know who this torch man is?
I sure do, Johnny.
Well, who is it?
Look out! Get back!
You're right. That wall is up.
There it goes.
Oh, that was too close for comfort, Ted. Come on, let's get out of here. Nothing for us here until it cools off.
Good. Let's go someplace where I can get a drink. Boy, I can use it.
Well, Ted, tell me, who benefited?
Okay, listen. This client of ours, name is Alpheus Brockway Brooks. Yep, widower, 82 years of age. Lives on Petway Drive in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor says he has only a couple of years to go, at the most. Heart condition. But he doesn't look it, Johnny. If I look as good as that when I'm 60, I'll be mighty thankful.
Well, what about him, Ted?
Johnny, old man Brockton's one of those guys who never had to do a lick of work in his life. A playboy in spades. But by the time his beautiful young wife died, he had to quit all that because of his age and his heart. Well, the old boy had just about had and done everything. And, of course, he'd gone through a stack of dough.
I should think so.
But he was apparently content to settle back and take it easy. Live this simple life and just live out the end of his days. He had no responsibilities. His only child, really a stepdaughter, had got married, a fellow by the name of Ben Plater in the import-export business. And, she incidentally is beneficiary of his small life policy and whatever else he manages to leave, if any.
You mean he's broke now?
Well, he isn't rolling in dough the way he used to, but he isn't broke because his old man, who had worked for a living, has been smart enough way back to buy up all the property he could lay his hand on here in L.A.
Ah, I see.
But now all he has left is a little bit here and a little bit there, and what's turned out to be pretty poor sections of town. An old, broken-down frame house on South Cordero Street, the remains of a creaky log building on some land that won't be redeveloped for another 10 years, and so on. So what happened?
Go ahead, you tell me.
Taxes higher and higher every year on this land of his.
Yeah.
So he has to get up the dough for them every year.
Well, naturally.
He still has insurance on the worthless old buildings on that land.
You figure that old Alpheus Broxton is eating his cake and having it too.
Right. Now you're with me. He burns down a worthless old building that would have cost him money to wreck. He collects a big hunk of insurance from me, and he still has the valuable part, the land. Oh, boy, what a racket.
No, maybe so.
Sure. Well, let's go back to the office, and I'll, what's the matter?
I don't know, Ted.
But it has to be that way. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Broxton is burning down those buildings. And he's not only costing the company a fortune, but making a bunch of suckers of us.
I wonder.
Wonder? Isn't it obvious?
Maybe it's too obvious. Makes the answer seem all too easy.
Oh, now, Johnny, Lord.
Yes, sir. Just a little too easy. But we'll see.
When you have to stay alert, don't let drowsiness slow you down. Perk up. Perk up with No-Dose. The safe way to stay alert without harmful stimulants. Remember, when you're driving, working, studying, and monotony makes you feel drowsy. Perk up. Perk up with No-Dose. No-Dose.
Okay, Johnny, here it is. The old man's address and a list of all his properties that haven't gone up in flames. Not yet. Not until he gets to them.
Now, look, Ted, if you're so sure that Buxton is setting those fires...
Have you forgotten that favorite saying of yours?
I don't know, have I?
Cui bono? Who benefits? Well, Alpheus Brockway Broxton is the only one who has benefit, and the only one who will benefit when the rest of his properties burn.
I guess you have a point there, Ted, but if the fire department arson squad can't pin it on him...
They simply refuse to look at the obvious. And you listen, Johnny.
That's all I am doing.
Oh, you think it's too obvious, huh? Well, haven't I heard you say, and more than once, that the obvious makes the best cover-up of all?
Perhaps, on occasion.
Well, it's true now. The police, the fire department say, oh, no, a crook would never be so dumb as to leave a clue or evidence or a motive right out in the open. So it has to be somebody else, they say. It simply can't be poor, dear, sweet old Mr. Broxton. It has to be somebody without a motive, somebody all the suspicion doesn't point to.
You sure that's their reasoning, huh?
Well, I say they're wrong.
And what about Broxton's age? 82, did you say?
Okay, so perhaps he has somebody else do it for him. Is there any difference? Aren't there bound to be plenty of pros in a town like this?
Ted, whether you realize it or not, the arson boys know the pros, all of them, and they usually keep pretty close tabs on them.
Usually, huh? Well, they haven't done it this time. So, Johnny, you've got to work on it. Okay?
Okay, Ted.
Oh, excuse me.
Sure.
Hello. Oh, hello, Commissioner. Huh? Oh, no. Where? Okay, then you listen. I know, but now listen. You know what I've done? I brought somebody out here who's going to prove that I'm right. Yeah, Johnny Dollar. Huh? Well, yeah, I guess so. Johnny. Oh, yes, sir? Another fire, Johnny. Another one of Brockton's building. That's 2 in one day, and now he wants to talk to you. Who, Broxton? No, Fred Klein. Fred Klein? Yeah, he's a fire commissioner. Oh, no. Here, let me have the phone. Here. Fred, how are you?
Pretty good, Johnny.
You're just the man I want to see.
I kind of thought you might.
Tell me where and when.
For you, Johnny, right now, if you like.
Good, where?
My room 401 at 217 South Hill.
I'm on my way. You're going to see him, Johnny? Yes, sir. Then get him working on this thing from the right angle. And I know that you can do it, Johnny, that you can prove to him that I'm right about old Alfred B. Yeah? We'll see. Item 3, $50 deposit on a rental car, and 20 minutes later, after the usual amenities, Fire Commissioner Fred Klein sets me straight on a few things.
No, Johnny. All our feelings in the matter don't bother me a bit. A lot of people don't think too much of us until they see the results of our work.
I know.
Luckily, knock on wood, we usually do manage to get some results.
Luckily, What? Fred, in my book, it takes a lot of hard work to get lucky. And in a department like yours, I'd say a lot of ability, too. But now, what about this stubborn notion of Ted Orloff?
In the beginning, we were inclined to think the same way he does. Until we really looked into things.
And now?
Alpheus Broxton, a little 82-year-old man with a heart condition who won't stand any kind of excitement. Will you talk to him, Johnny? And I think you should right away.
Yes, I want to.
And see if you come up with the same idea that we have.
That he's hiring a pro?
His 6 files, 7 as of now, have not been set by a professional.
You're sure of that?
I'd stake the reputation of this whole department on it.
Why?
A pro has a pattern, Johnny, almost invariably an easily identifiable modus operandi. They may not realize it, but it's their trademarks that enable us to nail so many of them.
Yes, I know.
What's more, we have files on those boys that are so complete that, well, we're like an expert dry fly fisherman.
It's always set to strike just before the trout hits the fly.
Exactly.
And I take it these fires don't fit the pattern of any known arsonist.
They don't fit any pattern. We believe they're all the work of an amateur.
No?
Yeah. Who tries one method here, another there, and so on.
The same amateur?
Only because of the frequency and regularity old man Broxton's properties have been hit. 7 in less than 6 weeks, you know.
Yeah, that would seem to indicate at least that he's in back of them, wouldn't it?
Well, go see him, Johnny.
I will.
And who knows? Maybe you'll come up with the same idea we're working on.
Which is what?
Talk to him. Then we'll compare notes. And remember one thing.
Yeah?
In spite of its inadequate size, the arson squad is my pride and joy. 11 of the best men in the country. But only 11 of them. And they're called all over the city every day. We do have other fires, you know. Which means that not one of them can afford to spend the time on a single assignment that you can. I'll go see Broxton.
Right. I drove out to South Peckway Drive and talked with Mr. Broxton. Fred Klein was right. That old man would have been utterly incapable of setting those fires. The excitement alone would have killed him in a minute. What's more, although he was no longer wealthy, he was perfectly content to live out the rest of his days taking care of his modest little house. Motive? Absolutely none. He didn't care about accumulating money to leave to his stepdaughter Lois and her husband. They were grown up and able to take care of themselves. He didn't see much of them. They'd never been to him for help of any kind. And they'd assured him they were getting along just fine. So on the strength of that one brief conversation with him, by the time I thanked him and left, I was completely convinced of his innocence. But then, a few blocks away, it suddenly hit me. A couple of things. Ted Orloff's reminder of my own words, cui bono, who benefits, and the old man's insurance policy in the state. The same idea Fred Klein said that he had? Maybe. Maybe not. But it was certainly worth following up. I like that idea. Newport filter cigarettes. Newport menthol cigarettes. I like that idea. Good, rich tobacco flavor. The right amount of menthol and just a hint of cool, refreshing mint. That's the thing about Newport. That's the combination that makes Newport more refreshing to begin with, more refreshing all the way. Just enough menthol to make Newport so refreshing while you're smoking, without hiding the rich taste of great tobaccos.
George, can I have Newport too?
Express account item 4, a dime for a phone call to Mr. Broxton.
Now, what do you want that for, Mr. Dollar?
I want to call on them.
You do, huh? Now, why?
Just give me the address, please, Mr. Broxton.
Well, sure. Of course, it's 1201 North Woolworth, Sherman Oaks.
Good. Thank you.
Well, now, just a minute, Mr. Dollar.
Thank you very much. Item 5, $10.40 for a fancy imitation leather portfolio, plus $1 for some gold lettering on it that said Federal Housing and Occupation Survey. Then I drove to the San Fernando Valley to Sherman Oaks, to another modest little home. A rather poor sort of home is more like it, because of the neglect it showed both inside and out. And the woman who met me at the door? Well, she was young and good-looking, cheerful, well-spoken, but there was something about her that belied not only what I'd heard, but what she told me. More important, what she told me about her husband.
You'll have to pardon my looking this way, but I just got home from work.
Oh, that's perfectly all right.
Federal Housing and Occupation Survey,
That's right.
Another big government investigation?
Well, it's just a kind of general survey.
Oh, I see. Why'd you have me pick on us?
Us?
Yes.
Oh, you're married then?
Oh, yes. My husband's name is Ben Plater, and I'm Lois Plater, Mr. Dollar, did you say?
That's right.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess this pacing of mine is just kind of a nervous habit. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, not at all. Now, what can I tell you?
You say you go to work?
Oh, just to fill in time, you know. I'm a typist over there out there.
Oh, I see. And your husband, does he work?
Oh, yes. He's in the import-export business.
Oh. And his office address?
Well, that's his little office right behind that door.
Oh, I see. But he isn't here now.
No, he left for Mexico, where he has a lot of business contacts.
Mm-hmm. And when did he leave, Mrs. Plater?
Yesterday morning.
I see. What is he doing?
Oh, there's a big sort of cement machine that's used in building work, and it's made by Centorga Corporation over in East Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a sort of a crane that goes on a truck that he imports from Finland.
I see.
And an air conditioner that's made over in Long Beach, and some Japanese transistor walkie-talkies. All sorts of things.
I see.
Oh, that's some of the literature on that desk beside you.
Yes, I see. Well, would you say he's pretty successful at it?
Oh, yes, very.
Good. All right, now suppose I look around the house.
All right.
And we'll start with his office.
Oh, dear, I'm sorry.
Sorry?
Well, he always keeps it locked. And he gets the only key with him.
Oh, well, that's all right. We'll skip it for now. That the house of a successful businessman? Hardly. And among the papers on the desk, I glimpsed a reposition notice for their TV set. So as soon as I'd made a cursory inspection of the rest of the house, I left and drove to the nearest gas station and ran up item 6, $1.30 on 2 phone calls. The first was to the head of the Centorgo Corporation that she'd mentioned over in East L.A.
Don't mention Ben Plater's name around here, Mr. Dollar.
Oh, why not, sir?
Oh, he's been in trouble for us. Expense. Sure, he had a working arrangement with us until we got wise to him. All those phony claims to have a lot of big deals pending down in Mexico. Baloney. I think he's just a lazy, good-for-nothing... Look, over the phone is no good. But if you want to drop in here, Mr. Dollar...
No, thanks. I don't think it'll be necessary. information from the air conditioner outfit in Long Beach was virtually the same. Then I dropped in at the state employment office near where they lived. And there I learned Plater had had something like a dozen jobs in the last 5 years, had held each one of them just long enough to get fired, then collect unemployment insurance, and some disability insurance as well. All right, tie that in with the fact that old man Broxton didn't have long to live. And sure, it all tied in. I put in a call to Fred Klein, then drove back to the house, and there...
Oh, Mr. Dollar.
I'm afraid I didn't really finish my job here. May I come in again?
Well, of course. I was just fixing myself some dinner. But I've plenty for two if you'd like to stay.
Oh, well, thank you, but all I want is to look at your husband's office.
Oh, well, I told you, Mr. Dollar, it's all locked up.
Well, then I'm going to have to break my way in, won't I?
Well, without a warrant or something? Well, I mean, but why?
Just stand aside, Mrs. Slater.
Mr. Dollar.
Please stand aside.
No!
What I found in that room after turning on the light? Long strips of paraffin tape, candles, cans of solvent, of gasoline, even a couple of crude timing devices made to set off a blaze. I'd been right. Ben Plater was behind the fires, and the reason? To add every possible dollar to the old man's bank account before he died and left it to Lois. And there was all the evidence I could need. The case was closed. Almost.
Okay, Dollar, don't move.
Ben Plater.
I said don't move.
Ben, the gun!
You see, have one, Lois.
Yes, here it is.
Just hang on to it. You made a bad mistake giving Lois your right name, Dollar.
I guess my big mistake was believing you might really be in Mexico. But, don't you think you're making one now?
You think I didn't know all about you? Didn't figure something was up when you came here before. Too bad you got back so soon, Dollar, before I had a chance to clear out this room. It doesn't give me much of a choice, does it?
Nice fellow you married to, Lois. Now he's going to be a killer.
Ben.
So this is it, Dollar.
No, Ben.
Go away, Lois.
No, you can't.
Who said I can't?
The fire's all right. Because of the money they'd get it, but not this. This is murder.
It's him or me, isn't it?
No,
Dollar.
No, I won't let you. Look, Ben. Look at me. Look, I have his gun.
Put that thing down and get away.
No, I won't let you kill him.
Get away. You won't stop me. I'll stop you.
I didn't know. I didn't realize how far he'd go with it.
I see you're ready to control.
Yes, Fred, I think so.
I suspected you might lead us to something. That looks like you have, doesn't it?
I think so, Commissioner. Ben and Lois Plater. I think they're through playing with fire. Not a very pretty one, I know. And I hope the shock of it all isn't too much for old Mr. Broxton. Expense account total, including the trip home, $491.34. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, 2 good men, 2 beautiful girls, and 1 not-so-beautiful motive for murder. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Can you get premium gasoline performance at regular gasoline price? Find out what so many other car owners have found. In 3 out of 5 cars, regular priced Sinclair Dino gasoline matches performance of premium gasoline, saves you up to 4 cents a gallon. Almost anywhere you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon with Dino and still get premium performance and mileage. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dino gasoline. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hannes.
Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, this is Raymond Tillotson.
Tillotson?
Yes, Eastern Liability and Trust.
Well, what can I do for you, sir?
Can you come over here and see me right away?
You're in your office at this time of night?
No, at my apartment, 4A at the Crinsley Arms.
Well, what sort of a matter would you like me to investigate, Mr. Tillotson?
No, there's no matter. Not yet, that is, but that doesn't make any difference. I must see you.
Well, look, Mr. Tillotson.
Right away, please.
Well, unless I have some idea of what your problem is.
Heavens, man, can't you see this is urgent, important?
Well, it certainly sounds like it, but
come immediately, 4A at the Crinsley Arms.
Now, look, Mr. Hello.
Hello.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer and the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Eastern Liability and Trust, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the No Matter matter. Raymond Tillerton was new to me. I'd never even heard of the man, but Eastern Liability and Trust was an old and generous client. So in spite of the fact that it was after 11 p.m., I put on a shirt and tie, spent item one, $4.70 for a tank full of gas, and drove across town to the Kernsley Arms. It's not the newest of apartment buildings, and after riding up a shaky old elevator, I landed on the 4th floor. It was lighted by a single fly-speck bulb at the far end of a dingy hallway. Now, let's see. Tillerton said 4A, and... Oh, here we are. Mr. Tillerton? That's funny. Some kind of light on in there. Mr. Tillerton? If he was so badly worried about something, maybe I can slip this lock with a card. The lock of this vintage ought to be a lead pipe cinch. There we are. Mr. Tillerton, are you in here? Oh, excuse me, miss. I must have come to the wrong apartment. Miss. The girl sitting by the window was about 25, brunette and beautiful. Her brown eyes were wide open, staring at the floor, but they weren't seeing anything. She didn't move. There was no sign of breathing. Her chest was perfectly still. And above the pocket of her silk blouse was an ugly hole with a powder burn around it that must have been made by a gun at close range. I didn't touch her, but I looked around for a telephone. Mr. Tillerton? Maybe there's a phone in the bedroom. Let's see. I can find a light switch in here. There we are. Good, there's a telephone. Hello?
Don't bother.
What?
Don't turn around. I've got a gun.
I'll take your word for it.
You shouldn't have come, Dollar. You shouldn't have come. Huh?
Must have been along about dawn when I finally came to. At least I could see a bit of light around the edge of the tightly drawn shades. My head felt as though it had been split wide open. Somehow I managed to reach over and pick up the phone and call the police before collapsing again, this time on the bed. How long I lay there, I'm not sure, but then I wakened and staggered into the bathroom and doused my aching head with some cold water. Coming.
This is the place. Open up in there.
All right, I'm coming. Oh.
Well, it's you, huh?
Yeah, listen, officer.
Now, don't tell me the great Johnny Dollar has to beg for help from us poor guys on the force.
I said, listen, officer, there's been a murder here.
No kidding. Murder?
That's right. See for yourself. It's this girl right over here.
What girl?
She was here, I'm sure, but she was right here in this chair.
Who?
A girl, I tell you, a brunette, a good-looking young brunette.
And she was dead, huh?
Yes, she... Wait a minute, where is she now?
Well, you tell me, Johnny.
I tell you, she was lying there in that chair.
When?
Last night, when I came here.
Yeah? What time?
I don't know, sometime after 11.
Had a late date with her, huh?
I don't know who she was.
Oh, she was that kind, huh?
Look, when I came in here, she... What's the matter with you? Don't you believe me?
So what really happened, Dolly? You tie one on and dream it all up?
No.
You sure look it. You see any sign of her around here? No perfume, no cigarette butts with lipstick, no nothing? Sitting right here, huh?
Yes.
Then how come this lamp isn't on?
I don't know.
You didn't turn it off, Dollar?
No. Wait a minute, I remember now. It wasn't on before. That's why I didn't notice her at first when I came in the door.
Well, didn't she let you in?
No.
Then who did?
Nobody.
Oh, come off it, Dollar. I don't know what you're trying to pull off. Okay, how was she killed? You answer me that.
There was a bullet just above her heart.
You take it out and examine it, huh? So you can tell us what make and model it came from. And where's the smell of cordite you always get when a gun is fired? When me, I can smell that stuff for 2 days afterward.
Listen to me, officer.
Why don't you listen to me, huh? What kind of a gag is this? What are you trying to do, huh? What's this all about? Well?
I wish I knew. I stopped in the office of the building superintendent before I left the place.
Yes, sir. Apartment 4A is leased by Mr. Tillerton, all right, but what's in your business?
Well, that depends.
And what was that policeman doing here? And why'd they talk that way to you when he left? And who are you?
Don't worry about it.
Just a minute, young man. Don't you walk out on me.
I climbed back into my car and drove to a drugstore where a kid behind the soda counter gave me a jolt of something to clear my head. Then on to the Spear building to the office of Mr. Raymond Tillerton, who had started all this. I'm Johnny Dollar.
Dollar, did you say?
That's right, Johnny Dollar, Mr. Tillerton.
An insurance investigator, aren't you?
Sure, when I'm not collecting funeral money for a brunette.
When you're what?
Don't play it so cool. Let's start with that phone call you made to me.
Phone call? To you?
Yes, to me.
I don't even know you're... When, Mr. Dollar?
Last night, 11 o'clock. What call do you think I'm talking about? Look, Tillerton, I'm in no mood to play games.
But I didn't, Mr. Dollar. The only phone calls I made there in New Haven were yesterday afternoon.
Oh, they were, hmm? Well, how come I recognize your voice? Wait a minute. Did you say New Haven?
Yes, I spent all of yesterday and last night in New Haven.
You mean to say that you weren't in your apartment at the Kernsley Arms last night?
I told you I was in New Haven.
Why?
Now, look here, Mr. Dollar. Will you please tell me what this is all about?
I asked you a question.
Very well. I was visiting my mother. It was her birthday. But now,
your mother, hmm?
Yes.
Where does she live in New Haven?
A little house at 1034 Coalinga Avenue. Why? Why pouncing on me like this? Why all these questions?
You don't know?
No. I don't understand what this is all about. Believe me, Mr. Dollar. Believe me, please.
You really mean that, don't you, Mr. Tillerton?
Of course I do. I simply don't understand this, Mr. Dollar. Is something wrong?
Yes. Very wrong. I was sure of that voice. It was the same one I'd heard on the phone, that I'd heard in his apartment just before the roof fell in on me. All right. Item 3 is $3 even, train fare to New Haven, then a taxi to the address on Coalinga Avenue. It was a large, rather nice, but very old-fashioned home near a busy shopping section, and a kindly, gentle, gray-haired lady invited me in.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, I was 87 yesterday. Think of that, 87 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so nice to have one of my boys with me all day to celebrate.
Of course.
Raymond's in the insurance business, you know, in Hartford.
Yes.
Doing very well, too, and just terribly busy all the time. But he took the whole day off just to come and be with me. Now, wasn't that nice?
Yes, it was indeed. Tell me, when did he leave you, Mrs. Tillerton?
Oh, he stayed here with me until after supper. Only it was
plenty of time.
dinner, really. You see, he brought me a lovely birthday cake. Wouldn't you like a piece of it? It's very delicious.
Oh, no, thank you very much. Point is, he had time.
Oh? For what?
To get on back to Hartford to his apartment to call me, and then...
Yes? And what, Mr. Dollar?
Nothing. Nothing that you need worry about. Thank you, Mrs. Tillotson. As I walked out to hail a taxi, a car pulled up at the curb. One look at the driver as she climbed out of it stopped me in my tracks. She was a dead ringer for the girl I'd found murdered in Ray Tillotton's apartment. Same age, height, figure, everything, except that this one was a blonde.
Well, why the big eye, mister? Is my slip showing?
Oh, no, miss, I'm sorry. It's just that,
Yes?
Are you going in to see Mrs. Tillotton?
Well, I don't know that it's any business of yours, but yes. Yes, I am. I'm sort of an old friend of the family.
Oh?
My name's Clara. What's yours?
Johnny Dollar. But tell me...
Johnny Dollar? The investigator?
That's right.
Oh, thank goodness. I want to talk to you, Johnny.
Well, that makes us even then, because I'd like to talk to you.
No, I mean about something very important, Johnny.
So do I.
Well, then, look. There's a little bar and grill just around the corner. Danny's place. Maybe over a drink, huh?
Why not? Stepping into the gloomy interior of Danny's place after the bright sunlight was like suddenly stepping into the middle of midnight. By the time I'd clumsily stumbled against a table near the door, I'm sorry.
I know. It's kind of dark in here. Oh, certainly empty, too.
At the end of the bar sat one lone customer, his back toward us. There was no sign of a bartender.
Oh, here, Johnny. We can take this table right here.
Yeah, all right. What happened? They run out of electricity in this place?
Certainly looks like it.
A little bit of light might help answer a few questions for me.
Questions, Johnny?
Yes, Clara, like how you happened to show up at Mrs. Tillotton's just as I was leaving.
But I told you, Johnny.
Because you tailed me down here from Hartford, maybe?
Tailed you?
Because you figured maybe I'm onto something and you might be better off playing on my side?
But Johnny, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. A trap for me? Is that it? And who's the lone customer sitting there at the end of the bar? Friend of yours?
Johnny Dollar, I don't know what you're talking about.
No? All right, then let's put it this way. What happened to the silk blouse with the phony bullet hole above the pocket and the powder burns? And I am keeping an eye on that guy at the bar. Well, Clara?
Phony bullet hole? Powder burn?
Yes, to make you look dead.
Oh, but that doesn't make any sense. Where? When? And what are you talking about?
Come on now, quit stalling around and take off the blonde wig, because it is a wig, isn't it? And you are the same girl that I found supposedly murdered.
Okay. Okay, so the hair is phony. But this isn't, Johnny.
Oh, I see.
No, don't grab for yours, and don't move.
You make a practice of waving a .25 automatic at people?
Yes, when I need to. And right now is one of those times when I... Now, don't move. And don't turn around.
The boyfriend,
Okay, Tilly. It's okay now. You can come over and finish him off.
Okay, Just keep the gun on him, Clara. Not if this table isn't glued to the floor.
No.
Now, give me that gun, Clara. Give it to me.
Oh, no, you don't, fella.
You know something? Twice in 24 hours, and both from somebody coming up in back of me, is a little too much. But if I'd turned away from her to take care of him, I'd have ended up with a .25 caliber slug in me, so I'd chosen the lesser of two evils.
Hey, Johnny.
When I came to this time,
Johnny
the young
Dollar,
policeman was bending over me.
Hey, Johnny.
Oh,
they really laid one on you, Dollar, huh?
Oh, what?
I looked through your pockets and found your ID. Johnny Dollar, investigator.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Officer, did you see them? Did you see where they went?
They?
Two of them, a girl and a man.
No. They must have seen me coming and skipped out the back. Back door's open.
Oh.
But I'd heard a shot from across the street, knowing as Danny's place was supposed to be closed.
Closed?
Yeah, sure.
Ever since we figured maybe Danny was partners with that guy Tillerton.
Tillerton?
That's right, Tilly. The punk that one day we're going to grab for pushing dope around here.
I see.
Anyhow, when I heard the shot, well, lucky for you, I'm always keeping an eye on this joint, but maybe it wasn't Tilly that slugged you.
No, it was Tillerton, all right, officer. I could tell by his voice, and she called him Tilly.
Okay. Now we got a charge against him. If we can find him.
Just leave him to me.
Hey, now wait, Dollar.
I'll see you later. Item 4, 3 1/4 for the ride back to Hartford. I drove on over to Tillerton's office in the Spear Building.
No, I'm sorry. But Mr. Tillerton hasn't been in this afternoon.
I don't doubt it. All right, miss, thank you.
It's quite often he's out of the office, you know, out selling insurance.
Don't bank on that. Now we'll see if he's stupid enough to have holed up back here in the Kernsley Arms instead of getting out of town.
Yes?
Johnny Dollar, open up.
Dollar, I'm glad to see you.
You are, hmm?
Yes.
Suppose you tell me why.
Well, because of this morning at my office. You said some very strange things.
Yeah?
Then, after you left, I got a call from the superintendent of this apartment. He said that you and a policeman had been here last night.
And that surprised you?
Yes, of course it did. And there were all your questions about where I'd been yesterday.
Look, Tillerton, I just paid a visit to your sweet and unsuspecting mother.
You were checking up on me?
You know I was.
Well, then you know I didn't lie that I was with her yesterday.
Sure, until after supper, but after that? Come on, let's have it, Tillerton.
Well, I had someone else to see there in New Haven. Then I stayed in a hotel there.
In New Haven, hmm?
Why do you say it that way?
Because you came on back here to this apartment to set up the phony murder scene, then to call me.
Murder scene?
Yes, that brunette.
Mr. Dollar.
The girl, I suppose, is mixed up in the narcotics racket with you, Tillerton. Oh, the word narcotics makes you blanch a little, doesn't it?
Yes.
Anyhow, you got me here with your call, and thanks to her, you threw me off guard long enough to slug me from behind.
No.
And a pretty good job of it, too, Tillerton, but it didn't leave me dead.
Dollar.
You didn't know that, though, until I showed up at your office. Then, when you figured I'd see your mother, you tailed me down there, you and your cute little playmate. And there you made another try. But why, Tillerton? Why gun for me? Because you got an idea that I might be onto your dope racket?
Warren.
Well, I wasn't, not then, but I am now.
Warren, Mr. Dollar.
What?
My brother Warren, my twin. They call him Tilly.
Your brother? Look, I know different because your mother told me that Warren is dead.
No, Mr. Dollar. It was Warren that I went to see last night there in New Haven. Once more, just once more to plead with him to straighten himself out before it's too late.
It doesn't wash, Tillerton. He's dead.
To Mother? Yes. To Mother, Warren is dead. By telling herself that, by believing it, she can reject him. The way that her religion, her beliefs, and her heart all tell her that she must reject him because of all the wrongs that he's done.
Now, wait a minute, Tillerton.
I've tried to help him, Dollar. God knows I've tried. I've tried to straighten him out. Not only for Mother, but for himself. But he's only hated me. Why? Because of the money that Mother will leave to me and not to him. Don't you see, Dollar?
All right, suppose all that is true.
As God is my witness.
And it's true that your mother's piety and religion are so strong she won't even acknowledge her own son Warren because of his sins?
Yes, it is true.
All right, but it still doesn't explain what's been going on here, the phony murder, the attack on me.
But it does explain. Don't you see, it was made to look as though I'd done these things. And even if he aroused a small suspicion on Mother's part...
She'd cut you off, too.
Yes. Even only the slightest hint of wrongdoing. And he told me last night that if he were to be out of Mother's will, he'd see to it that I was, too. Somehow he'd get me involved in a scandal, in something. Well, that's it, Dollar. That's it, and it's the reason for all this.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, but why call me in? Because he knew I'd come here alone, where the police might have sent a whole squad around, and that would have shown up his trick with the girl.
Yes, that must be it.
And because of his voice, he knew I'd think it was you.
Real good theory, Dollar.
What? Well, Beauty and the Beast.
My brother, Warren.
That's right. and me. And don't make a move, either one of you.
So you like our theory, huh, Tilly?
Yeah, Dollar. Too bad you're right. Too bad you know.
I told you, Tilly. I told you Dollar was the wrong pigeon to pick. He'd get wise.
So what? You think it's going to do him any good? Not now, baby, not now.
Could be you're wrong, Warren.
Yes, Warren, listen to me.
What do you think you're going to do? We've got the guns. See?
That's right, including yours, Dollar, from back in New Haven. That cop coming around is all that saved you. But you know what happens now?
Suppose you tell me, Warren.
Sure, Dollar, sure, I'll tell you.
Oh, why waste the time?
First, I take care of Ray here with your gun. Then you with Clara's gun. But whose prints do they find on them when they find you here? Nobody's but yours. Yours and Ray's. Oh, look.
Go ahead, Tilly. What are you waiting for?
Maybe for you, Clara.
Let go of me!
Well, Mr. Tillerton, looks like you and I got lucky.
Yes, and he killed her, Johnny, when you grabbed her, and he turned and fired.
This time she really is dead. Well...
But, Johnny, the chance you took. She had her gun on you when you rushed her. She might have killed you.
I'll tell you something, Mr. Tillerton. I've never seen a girl who was really fast on the trigger. And I hope I never do. You know something else? The part I'm really grateful about is that one more dope peddler is out of business. And Warren is, you can be sure of that. Expense account total? $11.45. So forget it. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a heist, but with one of the most unusual twists in many a day. Tune in, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Do you like a car with plenty of pep? A car with reserve power for safe passing? Most good drivers do, but they don't like to pay extra for premium gasoline. Listen, in 3 out of 5 cars, regular priced Sinclair Dino gasoline matches performance of premium gasolines, saves you up to 4 cents a gallon. Almost anywhere you see the Sinclair Dinosaur sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon with Dino. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dino gasoline. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Richard Keith, Guy Rep, Arthur Cole, Ethel Everett, Evelyn Juster, Bill Lipton, and Constance Simons. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Technical supervision by Mike Shostas. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar.
Hey, Johnny, listen. This is Steve.
Steve?
You know, Steve Yoakum.
Oh, yeah, way out there in, where is that, Steve?
Kalispell, Montana.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Forest State Mutual.
Right. Well, what seems to be the trouble, Steve?
Listen, can you fly on out here right away, Johnny?
Sure, I guess so. What's up?
One of my clients, John Turner Whitcomb. Rich old man. Got him insured for nearly $500,000.
And?
Well, if what it looks like has happened, the company's going to be out almost $1 million. You know, because of the double indemnity.
For accidental death?
Yeah. If, like I say, that is the way it's happened. I mean, if it's happened at all.
Well, is he dead or isn't he?
That's the trouble. I don't know. Not for sure.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's what you better get on out here and find out for us.
All right.
And if he is dead, whether it was accidental or it wasn't, but if he isn't dead, well, That we gotta know about, too. But if he is...
All right, Steve. I'll be out to see you.
What I mean is... Oh, okay, Johnny.
Right.
Listen, if you can catch a plane tonight, you ought to get here sometime in the morning. I'll be waiting for you at the airport.
Well, first I'd better check a schedule of Hello? Hello? Okay, Rattlebrain, I'll be there.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the 4-State Mutual Insurance Company office in Kalispell, Montana. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Yak mystery matter. Expense account item 1, 10 cents for a morning paper. After carefully checking meteorological reports for a slant on the weather in northwestern Montana, I made sure to throw some gloves, heavy woolen socks, and a set of long-handled underwear into my luggage. Item 2, $5 for a cab to Bradley Field. Item 3, $145.50, plane fare. It was almost 9:30 a.m. by the time we set down at the small but prosperous-looking city of Kalispell. And true to his word, young Steve Yoakum was there at the airport. We piled ourselves and my luggage into a Jeep that had the side curtains up, but no heater, and then took off.
Now, reaching back of you, Johnny. Swap that top coat of yours for a sheepskin you'll find back there. You're going to need it where we're going.
Where's that, Steve?
130, 40 miles. Up to the Yak.
The what?
Up near a town called Yak, if you can call it a town. Just a glorified crossroads. Maybe 40, 50 people living around there. Put it on. You'll need it.
Well, you're the doctor, Steve.
Yeah, we're going in real snow country.
You still haven't told me why.
Oh, that client of ours, John Turner Whitcomb, made a lot of dough in lumber. When his wife died, he retired.
So?
He and his good-looking daughter, Valerie, his only child, and her husband, Lou Larson, took off last week for a little vacation. Little hunting, maybe, out of Shorty Besson's camp. That's up in the rugged country east of Yak, over near Lost Horse Mountain.
What's happened to him?
Well, I got a call from Shorty Besson just before I called you. Seems the weather'd calmed down for a couple of days, and Whitcomb and the kids took some gear and horses and went out hunting.
Hunting at this time of year? What for, Steve?
Well, that's what I don't understand. But they went out anyway. Over Shorty's protest.
Oh?
They not only didn't come back, but Shorty hasn't been able to find hide nor hair of them.
Oh, fine. 90 miles out of Kalispell on Route 2, we stopped for lunch at the colorful sawmill town of Libby, a kind of headquarters and main supply point for the logging operations in that area. And then we cut north on one of the worst roads that I'd ever traveled. Yeah, the snow plows had been through, but that was all. And what's more, it clouded up. And then what started out as a cold drizzle turned into a heavy, wet snowfall. In the middle of May yet. Steve had called it rugged country, and he wasn't kidding. Most of what we passed through was heavy forest land, spots almost impenetrable. Except perhaps for the logging trails here and there. Lots of big trees. Jungle of heavy, tangled undergrowth. Not a good place to get lost.
Mighty good hunting country, too, Johnny. I mean, when the weather's good. Lots of deer and bear and wolves, mountain lions, lots of things.
At Yak, we stopped long enough to fill up with gas. That's item 4, $4.70. And then plunged into the deep forest. Going eastward on, believe it or not, an even worse piece of road, following a vague sort of wagon path through the trees and the heavy snow. Only a 4-wheel drive would ever have made it. It was after 5 p.m. by the time we finally got to Shorty Besson's camp. But there, in the big log cabin, or rather lodge, Mrs. Bessem, a bright-eyed, sprightly old lady, took one look at our frost-bitten faces, sat us down in front of a roaring fire. That stone fireplace was big enough to walk into. Logs burning in it were over a foot thick. And then she poured us full of strong, steaming coffee, heavily laced with rum. And I began to feel warm for the first time in hours.
Well, I told him, Mr. Dollar.
Yeah, Shorty?
Yes, sir. Shorty told Mr. Whittaker and those young kids they oughtn't to pack out in those woods without him going along with them.
Yes, sir. I told him, Mr. Dollar. I told him likely there might be another snow coming up, too.
But Mr. Whittaker just wouldn't listen to him. Here, now, have some more of this.
Oh, no, thanks, Mrs. Bessem.
Oh, name's Kate, and you know you need this. You two still look a little blue around the gills from the cold out there.
Thank you.
Put some more rum in it, Shorty.
Oh, sure, Kate.
You too, Mr. Yoakum.
Huh? Oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Whittaker just wouldn't listen. Him having been such a great hunter all over the world so much, over in Africa, over in Kilimanjaro and Kenya and all those other places he talks about, all around high mountains, all kinds of weather. Just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, just wouldn't listen.
Ask me. I think he was trying to prove with that son-in-law that young Larson was really a man up in this country.
But at least he promised they'd be back the next morning, so, well, I let him take some of the horses and go.
Then it snowed a bit that night.
Yeah, it snowed a bit.
When they didn't come back, well, that's when Shorty rounded up the Branson boys and Sid Keeler from over near the ranger station. They started looking.
Yeah, yes, sir. They started looking. Up until dark yesterday and most of today.
On account of that snow, they couldn't even find their tracks.
No, couldn't find their tracks. And they hadn't said where they was going to, so all we could do is look at all the likely places, but we didn't find a sign of them.
Well, then, Steve, how did you expect me to find them when these people who know this country so well can't do it?
Well, I know, Johnny, but...
No, wait. Listen.
What is it, Shorty?
Why, yes, that's a horse out there.
Oh, maybe they're back. They're all right after all. Come on, boys.
Right. No. Look.
What's that?
Johnny.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Shorty? What is it?
It's that son-in-law, young Larson, out there.
Well, don't just stand around outside there talking about it. Getting him in here.
Yeah, but he's just laying there in the saddle like
Come on. Let's see if he's still okay.
Larson, you still alive?
Steve, give me a hand with him. Help me get him out of that saddle.
Sure, Johnny. Here now.
He's still alive, Mr. Dollar?
I don't know, Shorty. I don't know.
Well, get him inside here where I can do him some good.
But easy now, Steve. Easy with him.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, I'll take care of the horse.
Lou Larson was still alive. And I wondered how a city boy, that was obvious from his soft hands and pale complexion, his general build, I wondered how he had managed to survive when the others... But it was well into the night by the time Kate brought him around, enough to tell us what had happened.
They're dead. They're dead, Mr. Dollar. Mr. Whitcomb and my Valerie.
Oh, that poor, lovely little girl.
Where, Lou, and how did it happen?
Somewhere on the south slope of Lost Horse Mountain.
Yeah.
At least that's where Mr. Whitcomb said we were.
Now, boy, you just get some more of this hot coffee inside of you.
Yeah, boy. Get some hot coffee in you.
Thanks. I'm feeling all right now, I think.
Go on, Lou. What happened?
When the snow came, he said we better make camp, not try to get back here.
Now, that was wrong of him. He'd have known this country at all.
I wondered about that, too, Kate. It was getting dark. He found a kind of shelter and built a fire. It was under some big rocks beside a real deep crevice.
On the side of the Lost Horse Mountain?
Yes.
Oh, Lordy, that was Dead Man's Hole.
It's very narrow. Very deep.
It's a death trap. That's all it is, a death trap.
It's a death trap. That's what it is.
Told me to go look around for some more wood while he and Val try to make camp.
But a fire? Under the snow that piles up there?
Dollar, if my horse hadn't followed me, we'd have died out there, too. Maybe it would have been better if I'd stayed with him with Valerie and died with her.
Easy now.
She was my wife, Mr. Dollar. I loved her very much.
I know, Lou. Go on, please.
I only got a couple of 100 feet away when I heard that terrible sound. Like thunder.
An avalanche. That's what it was.
And I looked back.
And that's what's taken the lives of more people in that awful chasm. It's a death trap, I tell you.
It's a death trap.
Go on, Lou.
All I could see was thousands of tons of snow and rocks falling down where I'd left them. Rolling everything, even their horses, into that chasm. It was terrible. Terrible.
All right. Now, son, you just take yourself another drink of this, and then you sleep a while.
Thank you, Kate. So tired. So tired.
Sure you are. Here, you men help him into bed.
Yeah, come on, Shorty, give me a hand.
Yeah, sure, Mr. Dollar. We'll put him in what was Mr. Whitcomb's room. It'll be warmer there.
That's a good idea. It'll also give me a chance to...
What's the matter, sir?
Come on. Let's get him to bed.
It's getting kind of late, Mr. Dollar. The other folks are all asleep.
How far is it to that canyon, Shorty?
Oh, a couple hours if you know the way. If you don't know the way, in this kind of weather, it could take a couple of days, like it did young Larson. Awful easy to get lost out there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're thinking of going out and try and find them, Mr. Dollar, there's no point in it.
Why do you say that?
Well, like Kate said, they're not the first to have fell in Dead Man's Hole. But nobody's body has ever been drug out of it.
Why not?
It's too deep, too dangerous, too easy to start more rocks sliding down inside of it.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Most anything would start a slide there. Build a fire under the snow overhang on top of that rock he was talking about, you'd start a snow avalanche.
Really?
Just fire a shot on some of the smaller rocks on the side, you'd start them tumbling down. Why, even a little animal walking around up there would do it.
See my credentials?
Oh, it's happened many times, Mr. Dollar. Read up in all the books that ever been wrote about this part of the country. Yeah. Well, now, Mr. Dollar, I don't know about you, but it's late and everybody else is to bed, so why don't you and me hit the sack too, huh? Nothing more we can do tonight anyhow.
You go ahead. I'll be along shortly. I don't know what I was really looking for there in Lou Larson's room, and I had to be very quiet. But then, in one of his suitcases, under a pile of shirts, was a piece of a topographical map. A map of the area surrounding Lost Horse Mountain. At one point on the south side was a check mark to what was obviously a very deep, narrow canyon. And there was a book, too. The Legend of Lost Horse Mountain. All right. Reason for suspicion? Sure. But that was all. Or was it all? The next morning was, surprisingly enough, quite warm, though heavy storm clouds raced across the sky.
You never know this time of year, Mr. Dollar. One day it'll be hot like this. Next it'll be freezing up again, or maybe snow.
I knew now that I had to have a look down into Dead Man's Hole. And before another avalanche could fill it up some more.
It happens 8, 10, 15 times a year. They'll never fill up that big chasm. Washes out in the summer floods anyhow.
Over his protest, Shorty and I set out on a couple of the horses, armed with pick and shovel and a pair of binoculars. As for Steve Yoakum, who'd struck me as being pretty useless in a situation like this, I left him behind to look after young Larson, still asleep in Whitcomb's bed.
I don't like those clouds, Mr. Dollar. Chances are we're going to get a lot of rain.
Well, it's a chance we'll have to take.
But if you think I'm going to let you lower yourself down in Dead Man's Hole to look for a couple of bodies that are probably all covered up anyway...
Sorry, Shorty, but I have to. Now let's get there before this storm breaks. But we didn't. And when a storm hits that part of the country, it isn't fooling. Together, Shorty and I stood on the lower, the firm edge of that canyon, the only safe part of it, across from where the others had been.
Look! Look! There they are, down there.
I see them.
The rain has melted away the snow that covered them up. But we'll never get to them.
Let me have those field glasses.
Oh, sure, here.
Thanks.
This rain will also cover them up again with all the rocks and stuff. It'll wash down there, and that'll be the end of them.
Oh, no, it won't, Shorty. Break out those ropes and help me down there.
Now, don't you try it, darling.
Come on. Help me rig a line.
Now, I tell you, you're crazy.
Sure, I was crazy. But what I'd seen in the glasses had told me that Mr. Whitcomb and his daughter had been murdered. Before they'd been thrown into that canyon. Bullet holes in their heads. Slowly, I worked my way down toward them, careful not to dislodge any rocks or rain-soaked clumps of gravel. And now, even without the glasses, I could see the bullet holes.
Now that you're sure, come on back here. Come on back up, Dollar.
Just another few feet so I can get a line on them and we can... What was that?
That wasn't no thunder. Dollar, that was a rifle shot.
I know.
From lengthwise down the canyon. Hit that rock on the other side, broke it loose.
I know.
Look out! Another avalanche! Dollar!
How Shorty Bessem ever managed to haul me up out of that pit of death with tons and tons of rock and mud pouring down all around me from the far side of the chasm, I'll never know. But somehow he did. And then, panting from exhaustion, we lay there well back from the edge, the blessed rain in our faces.
I'm sure they was rifle shots, Dollar. I'm sure of it. And when I saw one of the key rocks blasted away over there and start another slide again...
And I'm betting it was the same rifle that was used to kill Whitcomb and his daughter before they were thrown down in there.
Young Larson.
He knew how easy it was to start a slide at this spot from a book that he'd read. One of those that you talked about. And he knew that nobody but a fool like me would try to come here and look for those bodies.
Well, why, Dollar? Why?
Money. Whitcomb didn't like him, did he?
No, sir. That's true.
Kate said that Whitcomb brought him out here to see if he was really a man.
Yes, sir, that's true.
And that means he didn't like having young Larson married to his daughter, in line to share all of his money when he died. Valerie was his only child.
That's true, too, Dollar.
But why should Lou share it? By getting rid of both of them, he could have it all.
That is true.
Sure it is.
But he seemed awful sorry about losing that Valerie.
Oh, sure. He broke right down and cried.
That he did.
Sure he did. But he also recovered pretty darn quickly, Shorty, in order to go on with his explanation of what was supposed to have happened out here.
That's true, too.
But believe me, the only reason that Larson ever married that girl was to get his hands on the old man's money. Certainly never did any work with those hands of his.
So maybe Kate is right. I mean, despite the way she's taken care of him after he came in, well, she just didn't like him, didn't trust him.
Wait a minute, Shorty.
Huh?
If he's still around here and armed with a gun, I mean those shots.
Oh, he was still asleep when we left, and that insurance man, that Steve Yoakum, is watching over him.
He was supposed to be watching him. He could have slipped away from Steve.
Now, maybe Larson saw the slide and thought it killed us both and went back.
Maybe. But if he is still around...
Right here, Dollar.
Huh?
Now, don't move, either of you.
Put down that rifle now, Lou.
Not a chance, Shorty.
And all I said was true, huh, Lou?
Of course it was, Dollar. But nobody else will ever know it. How nice of you to come out here where another rock slide, and this time a big one, will take care of you.
What you gonna do, Larson?
Very stupid of you, Dollar, to go through my things last night.
Wasn't it pretty stupid of you to come out here after us?
Who came where? So far as anyone knows, when I left the lodge, it was simply to wander aimlessly about in the woods, in a sort of delirium, following my state of near exhaustion.
That pretended state of exhaustion.
Fooled you, didn't I? Shorty and his wife, even that stupid insurance man.
I should have realized your horse Betsy was in too good shape when you brought her in last night.
Of course, Shorty, because Betsy and I had been perfectly comfortable in your hay shed, the other side of the property, all the time we were supposed to be missing.
So, now you got to us. What you gonna do, Larson?
Me? Nothing. You're gonna do it for me. Up on your feet now.
Huh?
I said up on your feet. Come on.
Well, sure, but...
Be very careful, Dollar. I warn you.
You have the gun, Lou.
Now back up. Back up.
Wait, into that canyon?
You too, Dollar.
No, it'll kill us.
It's either that or a bullet, Shorty. Back up.
Better look behind you, Lou.
Come off it, Dollar. That old gag won't work. Now back up.
Sorry, Lou.
You give me no choice.
He means it, Dollar. He means it. He's gonna shoot you.
I doubt it.
Shorty is right, Dollar. You're going now. You're going now, huh? Get his rifle, Shorty.
Yeah, sure. Yes, sir. But that gunshot, Mr. Dollar, where'd it come from?
I'm sorry, Johnny. Almost didn't make it.
Mr. Yokel.
You're telling me, Steve?
When he sneaked out of the lodge, I thought instead of stopping him, I'd better follow, see what he was up to.
And you were suspicious of him, too, huh?
Well, sure, but man, with him making such time for a guy supposed to be all in, and me not used to walking so far, well, I almost didn't make it, and I'm sorry.
You did all right, Steve.
Yeah, you sure did, son.
So the laws of succession take over, and somebody else gets the insurance and the old man's estate. And as for Lou Larson, well, even hanging's too good for that kind. Expense account total, including the trip home, $207.75. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star with an important message and a few words about next week's story.
The CBS radio network and this station are both very much a part of National Radio Month. But the figures show that you, the listener, are just as much a part of the celebration. You take part every month of every year with your purchases of new radio sets. Today, there's an all-time record number of radio sets in use. Today, there are more listeners than ever. And the number one network for the best sound around is, of course, CBS Radio. And now, next week, the stock in trade matter. And the stock I'm talking about is just exactly that. Stock. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr., musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Heard in our cast were Robert Dryden as Shorty, Bill Lipton as Steve, Athena Lord as Kate, and Ellen Manson as Lou Larson. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Art Hanna speaking. This is
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is Phil Easterday.
Easterday?
That's right.
Out in San Diego.
Right, with Mono Guarantee Insurance.
Well, sure. How are you, Phil? It's been a long time.
I'm fine, yes, I know it has. How'd you like to take a little run out here, Johnny?
Sunny Southern California? Why not?
Okay. Now, according to this plane schedule I'm looking at, if you can get a move on, you can just about make connections on one of the jets coming out this way.
Good.
I'll pick you up at the airport. See you, Johnny.
Hey, wait a minute, Phil.
Yes?
Give me something to worry about along the way. What's your problem?
Burglary.
Oh?
Or rather, a whole series of them.
I see.
Yep, all directed at the same man. Or rather, man and wife.
Whole series of them, hmm?
Right.
What's been taken?
The same thing every time, Johnny.
That's so what?
Hold your hat.
I'm holding.
Just exactly nothing.
All right, I'll grab... What was that?
You heard me.
Well, I asked you what had been stolen.
Yes, that's
and you
right.
said exactly nothing.
Right.
That doesn't make sense.
I know. But now you'll have to hurry to make your plane. Goodbye.
Phil, just a minute.
I'll be here and waiting for you.
CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator, yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Mono Guarantee Insurance Company office in San Diego, California. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the double-barreled matter. Expense account item 1. After I'd grabbed some breakfast and packed a couple of bags, $5.50 for a cab out to Bradley Field. Item 2, $180.40 plane fare to New York, to Los Angeles, to San Diego. Thanks to one of the newer jets on that swing across the country, it was only a few minutes after noon, Pacific time, that is, when the plane landed at San Diego's Lindbergh Field, which incidentally is only about a mile south of the city's main business district. San Diego, you know, was California's oldest Spanish settlement, the spot where California's modern history got its start. Also, I've heard, it's the town that has the ideal climate that Los Angeles talks about having. Anyway, it's a nice town with nice people. A busy naval and fishing port, and a popular year-round tourist resort. The latter because of its miles of clean beaches, fine motels, and, as I said, wonderful climate. I like it. Phil Easterday was waiting for me. We piled into his car, drove to his office, and he told me what it was all about.
That's right, burglaries. But, Phil, if nothing's been taken... Now, look it up, Johnny. Burglary means breaking and entering with intent to commit a felony, whether that felonious purpose is accomplished or not.
All right, Mr. Webster, I'll take your word for it.
When you've had to use those as definitions correctly, as often as I have in connections with insurance claims, well... The point is, Johnny, that Mr. and Mrs. Warner's apartment's been broken into some 7 times now. 7 times in a row, over a period of about 2 months.
Warner?
Yeah, Charles Hastings Warner and his wife Trudy. He's, well, now to come to think of it, I don't know what he is, what he does for a living. But if the size of his insurance policies means anything, he does all right. His straight life alone has a face value of nearly $1 million. That could be, I suppose, that he simply retired out here. He came out originally from Chicago, I think.
I see. Phil, what do the police think about these burglaries?
Well, that's just it, Johnny. They were never reported to the police.
Why not? How did you find out about them?
My wife plays bridge a couple of times a week. One of the group is Trudy Warner. Trudy told her, she told me, so I called up Mrs. Warner and got the story.
All right, now answer the first part of my question.
What, about the police?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she said that as long as nothing's been missing, her husband Charlie said there was no point in bothering them. But it kind of has Trudy worried, never knowing whether it's going to happen again or when they might clean out the place. Now, if you ask me, Johnny, I think it looks kind of peculiar.
That's the understatement of the week.
Right. And I think we ought to do something about it.
7 times in a row, you said.
That's right.
And absolutely nothing taken.
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, that is peculiar, Phil. Very.
Well, that's why I called you up as soon as I heard about it. You know, one of these days, they'll find whatever it is they're looking for, and we'll find ourselves faced with a hefty claim.
I wonder.
What do you mean by that?
I just wonder, that's all. Want to give me their address?
Sure.
And you might call and tell them I'm on my way out. Huh?
Right.
No.
What?
On second thought, just give me their address.
Oh.
Yeah. Expense account item 3.
$20.
Deposit on a rental car.
better come flying out here just about as fast as you can.
Who's that?
Johnny, this is Red.
Yeah, Red who?
You know, your favorite fishing guide.
Red Barrett?
That's right.
Lake Mojave Resort out in Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Well, Red, you old scalawag, how are you, and how's the fishing?
Just great. That is, if you know where the good holes are.
And believe me, you do.
Now, that's really a fact, Johnny. I really do. I guess I'm the best fishing guide this country ever saw.
Yeah, and I suppose you think it's time I made another trip out there and tangle with some of those beautiful lunker bass.
Well, now, Johnny...
it's no good, Red. I just can't do it.
Now, you
The way the work is piled up on me, I'm just about going crazy. I've been trying to get away for some kind of a vacation for weeks now, but I just can't do it.
Sounds to me like you need it to.
Yeah, it's been a tough year, no let up at all. Pat McCracken over at Universal Adjustment Bureau, half a dozen of my other contacts. They've been begging me to take some time off, but I just can't, Red. I'm not on a regular payroll. I'm a freelance, so I have to take on every assignment that's handed me, whether I like it or not.
Look, you mentioned Mr.
No use, Red, so don't make me feel any worse by talking about it.
Me? That was your idea.
Huh?
Did I say anything about fishing until you did?
Oh, now, wait. You mean there's some insurance matter I ought to look into out there?
It was this Pat McCracken you mentioned that said I better call you.
Oh, great. And he's the one who's been after me to take a rest. So, what's happened out there?
That's the thing. It ain't what has, but what's going to happen.
Yeah? Like what? Come on, get to the point, Red.
Well, Johnny, when it does happen, well, it's going to be pretty tragic for Lake Mojave Resort.
You mean somebody's trying to wreck the place? Something like that?
Much worse, Johnny. Much worse.
Well, what is it?
Well, I just don't think I ought to tell you over the phone.
But, Red, unless I know...
And if somebody was to hear me talking to you this way...
Red, look.
And anyhow, you'll find out soon enough when you get here, Johnny. And you won't like it. No, sir.
Red, quit stalling, will you?
Of course, if you just want to sit around up there in Hartford and let a terrible thing like this happen without even raising a finger... Well, I just can't believe you'd do that.
Look, will you stop beating around the bush and... Red? Red?
I can't tell you over the phone. It's too awful.
Now listen, you old goat.
But, Johnny, they say there's an airplane leaves New York City just about 12 o'clock noon.
So what?
So it'll get you in Las Vegas about 9:45 tonight. Okay?
What do you mean, okay?
I mean, just you be sure and be on it. And I know you will.
Oh, now look, I can't...
Goodbye, Johnny.
Red! Oh, if that crazy old coot thinks I'm going to fly all the way out there just because he... Yet, if he was serious...
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston gives you real flavorful, rich tobacco flavor. Winston's easy drawing too. The flavor comes right through to you. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
A modern filter? Sure, Winston has it. But that's only the beginning of a Winston. Up front, up where it really counts, Winston packs exclusive filter blend. Light, flavorful tobaccos, specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. Filter blend. That's why it's fun to smoke Winston, America's best-selling filter cigarette.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Hartford, Connecticut. Attention, Mr. Pat McCracken. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Red Mystery Matter.
That crazy phone call from Red Barrett. I know that wild old character pretty well. I'm fully aware of his faculty for stretching the truth, making a couple of mountains out of a molehill or two. And once or twice before, I'd wound up making the trip across the country just to wet a fishing line with him. And yet, those other times I'd fallen for his gag, I'd run headlong into serious insurance matters. Trouble with a capital T. And if he really meant what he said about something terrible impending at Lake Mojave Resort. Well, there was one way to find out. Expense account item 1, $153, plane fare, Hartford to New York to Las Vegas, Nevada. The awesome beauty of the clear night sky over the desert, with its billions of stars twinkling in the black sky above, is something I'll never tire of. The stars seem close enough to reach out and touch them. As the plane hit the glide path down to the landing strip at the south end of Las Vegas, the myriad many-colored lights of the city winked and sparkled like the lights on a gigantic Christmas tree. Yeah, from the air, Las Vegas, the fabulous city of chance, is just plain beautiful. I'd like to have stuck around Vegas for a while and tried my hand at some of the casinos and clubs along the gambler's alley they call the Strip, but I had other things to do. So, item 2 was $50 deposited on a rental car. And within minutes after the plane landed, I was heading south and east across the desert, down toward Davis Dam, down to Lake Mojave Resort. The desert, mile after mile of nothing but sand and sagebrush and Joshua trees, of tumbleweed and cactus, of high plateaus and broad windswept mesas. Here and there, the skeleton of some animal was perished in the remorseless, terrible summer sun. And then suddenly in the middle of it, the life-giving waters of Lake Mojave. At the south end of the lake, just above Davis Dam, is the resort, with its clean, comfortable motel, a good restaurant, tackle shop, and dock. Everything to warm the heart of a fisherman. Yeah, and in the bright light of the moon, I could see the lake itself, calm as a mill pond. That meant that unlike the cold and snow I'd left back east, here it was warm and perfect weather for fishing. It took a bit of self-control to keep from driving right on down to the dock. Instead, I circled the driveway to the office. As I pulled up to a stop, in spite of the hour, someone came out to greet me. It was my old friend Buster Favor, general factotum at the resort.
Yes, sir? Can I help you?
Yeah, Buster, I think you can.
What? Why, it's Johnny Dollar.
Yeah, none other. Hiya, Buster.
Johnny, it's a miracle.
I don't see why. When I get word there's trouble around here.
Oh, then you know, huh?
Buster, I only know that something is about
to... Even the police haven't had a chance to get over here yet.
The police?
Johnny, I sure hope he's all right, but you can find him.
Yeah, find who?
Well, Red.
Red Barrett?
You mean you didn't know?
Buster, what's happened to him?
Johnny, Red has... Well, he's disappeared.
Oh?
And I could be awfully wrong, but from the looks of things, Johnny...
Wait a minute. You think somebody could have murdered him?
Come on. I'll take you over to his room. You can see for yourself.
Look, Red phoned me in Hartford, Buster. He told me that...
Think he had some premonition that something was going to happen to him?
Well, that's just it. He didn't seem worried about himself. All he would say was...
It sure looks like he should have been worried, Johnny. Here now.
Holy.
Yeah.
The room, a housekeeping unit, was a shambles. Clothing pulled out of the drawers and closet, as though somebody had ransacked the place looking for something.
That stuff's all part of the uniform he was wearing while he was working, Johnny. How much personal clothing and stuff he had, I don't exactly know. So, if anything...
The furniture, though none of it was actually broken, was overturned and cluttering up the floor. On the electric range in the kitchenette were the pots and pans he'd apparently used to cook his dinner. Some fish bones lay on a plate on the table.
Probably one of the bass he caught this afternoon. Poor old fellow went out fishing as usual, not realizing what was going to happen to him after he came back here and had his supper.
Now, wait a minute, Buster.
Yeah, Johnny?
That he left here in a hurry is pretty obvious.
Or his body was hauled out of here.
But I still don't see anything to indicate he was murdered, or even badly hurt.
Look here, then.
Look, Buster, you know as well as I do how unpredictable Red is.
Well, I know,
always getting restless, always talking about going somewhere else, doing something else.
I know, Johnny,
Look, he's told me a dozen times about a gold mine he hoped to go to back there and work someday, 50 or 60 miles north of here, up near Lake Mead. He's told me about offers to work as a guide for other fishing spots.
Johnny...
So what makes you think he didn't just pack up and leave for some other place, some other job?
Without letting us know? And leaving things this way?
Red? Sure he would. So unless you can show me some good...
Oh. Yeah, Johnny. It's blood there on the floor. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. It's blood, all right.
It still hasn't even dried either.
Yeah, I see. All right. When did you find he was missing?
When Ham Pratt... Well, do you remember Ham?
The manager of this place, sure.
Well, after supper, Ham came over here to talk to him, and... Well, this is what he found.
Do you know of any enemies he may have had?
Red? Oh, no, sir. Of course, all of us used to get out of patience with him now and then. Some of the crazy things he'd do, the wild stories he'd tell, but there wasn't one of us didn't love the crusty old coot. Same thing applied to everybody else who knew him.
Then why? Why would anybody want to do him in?
I don't know. I can't figure it out. But it sure looks like somebody did, Johnny. You can see the evidence yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
What do you mean by that?
Red's phone call that brought me out here. If he'd thought that he himself was in danger, don't you think he would have said so?
Yeah, I guess Red would have built it up, too. Would have made it sound real dramatic.
Sure he would. But instead he told me something tragic was going to happen to the resort. Like what, Buster?
Nothing I can possibly think of. But now, Johnny, this blood on the floor.
Yeah. Did Red have a car?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Gone, Johnny. Whoever did whatever they did to him must have used it to carry away his body. The poor old...
Buster! I've just got a lead on it.
Oh, Ham, come in.
You see, I phoned everybody up and down the lake to look out for... Johnny.
Ham, how are you?
Buster's told you about Red?
Yeah, and in spite of this so-called evidence around here, I still
Johnny simply doesn't believe that Red was murdered.
But there's blood on the floor, the way things were left around. Well, Johnny, have you some reason for thinking he wasn't?
First, I want some definite reason why he was.
But now, Johnny.
If you want the truth, I think you've both gone overboard about this.
Are you kidding?
Give me a reason. A reason for killing him, for anybody killing him. Just one good reason.
Well, now, Johnny...
Johnny, there's blood on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
What is it, Johnny?
Johnny?
You, haven't called in the police yet?
Oh, I was just about to when you arrived.
Don't you think I'd better call them then right away?
Yeah, Johnny, why don't you do that?
No. I've done something better, Johnny. I spread the word up and down the lake, all the way up the Colorado River by telephone. And listen, it's paid off. That's what I came in here to tell you about.
Well?
I just got word that a car, same description as Red Barrett's, that it was seen pulling off Highway 93 about 33 miles this side of Boulder City.
Oops.
What, Johnny?
You want me to find poor old Red, huh?
Well, of course, if the poor old fella's still alive.
Then maybe I will. And when I do, I have a sneaking suspicion I may have a score to settle with you two.
Now, just a minute, Johnny. If you mean to imply that either of us did him...
I didn't say that.
Johnny, what do you mean?
You don't know, Buster?
Well, if you think you can find Red, and if I can be of any help to you...
No. That's exactly what I don't want.
Well, now, Johnny...
Just let me work out this little mystery myself.
Well, of course.
No help, no interference from either of you.
Johnny, this isn't like you. I don't understand.
You don't, huh?
I swear it.
Yeah? We'll see.
Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Welcome, recording star Mel Torme.
It's terrible trying to sing with a bad cold. So I always take 4-way cold tablets to relieve cold miseries fast.
Good idea. Tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
When you catch cold, try my way. Take 4-way cold tablets. Fast way to relieve cold distress and feel better quickly.
4-way, only 29 cents.
Now here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. To get rid of embarrassing dandruff in 3 minutes, change to Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep unsightly dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Then rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch and embarrassing dandruff's gone. At the same time, Fitch can brighten hair up to 35%. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today. And now, Act 2 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar and the Red Mystery Matter.
Suddenly, things had begun to add up. Yeah, from right in the beginning, when Red had mentioned over the phone that he'd talked with Pat McCracken at Universal Adjustment Bureau. Had Red called Pat, or vice versa? And there was the lamp there in Red's room, apparently knocked to the floor in a struggle. But not even the bulb was broken. The clothes that were left, only the uniforms he'd worn while at work. Was that supposed to mean that the only personal things he had were those he was wearing when he disappeared? Hardly. Then there was that spot of blood on the floor. A fish scale, a single scale in the middle of it. I had no microscope to examine that blood, probably wouldn't have known how to use it anyway. But I had a sneaking suspicion there was something very, yeah. And knowing Red and Ham and Buster and Pat McCracken pretty well. Okay. The first thing I did after Ham and Buster left me alone was to look over the room again. And yes, one parcel of equipment that should have been there was conspicuously absent. I went down to the boat dock and found the old Arkansas Traveler that Red had always used to fish in. It was empty. Absolutely empty of the stuff I knew he always kept in it.
Johnny?
Wow. What are you doing up and around this time of night, Ham?
Oh, just sort of checking up on things.
Yeah? Or checking up on me?
Oh, now, Johnny. You hoping to find some lead on Red there and his boat?
I found exactly what I expected, Ham. Nothing.
I don't understand.
Don't you?
Johnny, what goes with you? You've certainly been acting kind of feisty this trip.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Now, if you feel you have some lead on Red, on what may have happened to him, well...
Yeah, I think I have. And you helped to give it to me.
I did.
But there's no point in following it up till morning.
What is the lead?
No help, no interference, remember?
Okay, Johnny, whatever you say. No use doing anything till morning, eh?
That's right.
And you,
Well, what?
Oh, I'm just thinking. Remember a couple of moonlight nights like this when you were here before, how you and I took the workboat and a couple of fishing rods? How we plugged those deep coves just above the dam?
Yeah, we took some nice fish out of there, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm going to be blunt with you, Johnny. You aren't yourself. You're a bundle of nerves. Been working too hard?
Yeah, much too hard.
Well, one great cure for that. Why don't we go out there and pick us up a couple of nice bass?
Okay. Why not?
Unless, of course, you feel you ought to do something more about finding Red.
I told you, no more until morning. I also told you I'm sorry. Let's go fishing.
Sure, Johnny. I understand.
Yeah, I guess you do. Maybe I had been a little feisty, as Ham had put it. And he was right about the fishing, out there in the smooth black water with the bright moonlight overhead. When those 2 6-pounders hit my lure and I carefully played them into the boat, believe me, they did more to bring me back to normal than anything else in the world could have. That night, for the first time in weeks, I slept like a baby. Then, first thing in the morning, well, the whole thing really wasn't too hard to figure out. Red was a fisherman every day of his life. But I'd found no sign of his tackle there in the room, or in the boat he'd always used. In other words, no matter how or why he'd left, he himself must have taken those things with him. Also his personal clothes and stuff, but naturally not the uniforms that belonged to the resort. The blood on the floor from one of the bass he'd had for dinner, carefully put there after he'd turned the room inside out. As for his whereabouts, Ham had given me the clue when he told me Red's car had been seen at the highway turnoff 33 miles south of Boulder City. That turnoff led to only one place. A fishing camp at the lower end of Lake Mead, known as Temple Bar. And when I got there, sure enough, waiting for me in his outboard, beside the dock, Red Barrett.
All ready for you, Johnny.
Why, Red, you rascal.
Got an extra rod and reel and a bucket of live bait. You and me'll go out there and slay him. Get in, Johnny. Get in.
Sure, Red, why not?
That's a boy. Here we go. Yeah, I just knew a smart man like you could track me down.
Hey, you're working here now, huh?
Well, I got kind of restless and thought maybe I'd make a change. And as long as Ham Pratt was willing...
Then Ham was in on this plot to get me out here.
Why, sure he was.
And the terrible things to happen at Lake Mojave?
Why, of course, Johnny. They've lost me, haven't they?
Ah, you old son of a gun. Hey, Buster in on it, too?
No, Ham's probably telling him about it right now. Probably showing him the letter he got from Mr. McCracken.
McCracken? Pat McCracken?
Yeah. Now, maybe you better read this one that he wrote to me. First part's just the usual howdy-do's, but here.
And Red, I'm convinced a man can take only so much, even Johnny Dollar. And I'm afraid that unless he gets some rest and
relaxation, he'll crack up one of these days. So if you and Ham Pratt can somehow contrive to get him out there for some of that fishing he loves so much, go to it. If he catches on, if he starts worrying about the expense, tell him it's on the house. Tell him Merry Christmas. Sincerely yours.
Well, God bless Pat McCracken. As for you, Red, you old reprobate...
Johnny, there's a hole over near the gyp beds where there's an old 10-pounder laying under a rock. Just wait for you and me.
Brother, let's go. A very wise man once said that the time a man spends in fishing is never deducted from his lifespan. And you know something? I, for one, am convinced that he was right. So, well, Merry Christmas to you all, too. All of you. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment. Every year, some Christmas celebrations are ruined by fire. A little precaution can prevent a Christmas fire from happening in your home. First of all, make sure your tree is on a firm foundation so it can't fall over. Then be sure to use only approved lighting. Wiring that's frayed may be dangerous. Replace it. Never use lighted candles. Let all the glow of Christmas come from within, not from fire. With a safe Christmas plan, here's an idea for Christmas giving.
Almost Christmas, no time to lose. Lots and lots of gifts to choose. Give him,
Give her
a gift set by Yardley.
For her an array of all new Yardley gifts, $1.50 to $13.50. A Yardley Red Roses Spray Mist and Soap Set, $3.50. All prices plus tax. Yardley.
Give him,
Give her
a gift set by Yardley.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, a man, a girl, and a gangster. That's right. They add up to trouble. Me. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Forrest Lewis, Barney Phillips, Alan Reed Sr., and Lawrence Dobkin. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking.
Now stay tuned for Suspense, which follows next on the CBS Radio Network.
Hello?
Oh, Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, listen, Johnny.
Oh, hold it.
What?
Now, let me switch on its bed lamp.
No, listen, Johnny. Are you there?
Oh, there we are.
Hello?
Yeah.
Listen, this is Terry Holmes, Star Mutual Insurance.
What, at this hour?
Listen, will you? I'm at a party, or what was a party. I want you to come over here right away.
Oh, thanks, Terry, but I just had one.
No, you don't understand,
I understand that unless I get some sleep, I'm going to feel mighty lousy in the morning.
Johnny, this is business.
At 2 a.m.?
Yes, put on some clothes and get over here right away.
Get over where?
The Chadwick residence, Mr. and Mrs. Bruno Chadwick, out here on Weathersfield Avenue. Out a ways beyond Colt Park.
Chadwick.
Yes.
That great big mansion, that...
Yes, that's the one. The big colonial job that sits back from the street about a quarter of a... Well, you know where it is, so come on.
Well, who got murdered?
Nobody, but the company will probably murder me if we have to pay off all the claims on this
Well,
one.
now, what kind of claims? On what, Terry?
On the biggest jewel robbery that has ever been pulled in this town. Happened just 4, 5, 6 minutes ago.
Have you called the police?
Yes, we've called the police. Now get out here, will you? Johnny.
All right, Terry, all right. Right away.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Bob Reddick in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Star Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the touch-up matter. Expense account item 1, lack of sleep. I hauled myself out of bed, got dressed in a hurry, and then used my own car to drive to the Bruno Chadwick south of town just off Weathersfield Avenue. Mansion is right. The big old home is one of the local showplaces. Must have 35 or 40 rooms. It's just as good as the day it was built. Instead of the butler, Terry Holmes let me in the front door. He led me across the marble floor of the entrance hall and then into a huge mahogany-paneled library.
Okay, now sit down, Johnny, and let me tell you what's happened.
All right. Well, hadn't I better check in with the police? Who's in charge?
Lieutenant Barney McQuaid. But now listen.
Now, where are they?
In the music room with the Chadwicks and all their guests. But I can tell you what's happened in half the time it would take you to get it out there with all those excited, chattering females all trying to talk at once. You should hear them, yakety, yakety, yakety.
So what females, Terry?
This party's the Chadwicks' 40th wedding anniversary. The guest list, and I don't know how I ever happened to be on it. Well, the guests include most of the richest, wealthiest people in Hartford. Real big money. Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd Augustus Brownfield, for instance.
Oh, the stock market millions?
Yes, and the Fritz Melchiors, the Lawrence Comstocks, Kenneth Gordon Hodge, that old dowager Marianne Hooper, half a dozen more. Just think of money and you've got the whole list. Except for Mr. Thompson B. Thompson.
Who's he?
Who knows? He barged in early this evening, just about the time the festivities were getting underway. Said he was up from New York and staying at the Pearson Motor Court. You know, the other side of town?
Yeah, I know the place.
Okay. Said he wanted to talk over a business deal with old man Chadwick. Apologized for not having made a date with him. And when he saw there was a party in progress, he apologized again and said he'd come back another time. But Mrs. Chadwick took one look at him, and believe me, Johnny, this was the polished gentleman of, well, if there ever was one. And good-looking, too.
Yeah.
Well, she talked with him a minute or so and then insisted he join the party. So he did. What's more, he was the life of the party. And that's why it lasted so late. Tall, young, handsome, charming. All those wealthy old biddies practically fought each other for a chance to talk with him, sit next to him. And all the while, Johnny, that stinker was carefully casing the hundreds of thousands in jewelry they were loaded with.
So how did he pull it off, Terry?
We were all sitting around in the music room trying to keep politely awake while Mrs. Jackson Lee Kenworthy Price, squawked out the 10th or 15th encore in that crow-like voice of hers. Believe me, Johnny, it was murder.
Well, onward and upward with the arts.
Oh, sure. Anyhow, while everybody was quietly shuddering over an impromptu cadenza she was thoroughly mangling somewhere in the middle of Our Sweet Mystery of Life, I think it was. I wouldn't swear to it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the lights went out.
Go on.
Well, for about 3 seconds, there was some blessed silence for a change. Then old lady Chadwick let out a shriek that was even worse than Mrs. Price's singing and started hollering about her diamond necklace. Then Mary Ann Hooper yelled something about her emerald pendant. Then 3 or 4 of the others all practically on top of each other. By the time old Chadwick got the lights back on again, that charming, lovable Mr. Thompson B. Thompson was gone. And with him, nearly $2 million in jewelry.
The police been able to find out anything about this, Thompson?
Well, not very much, not yet.
What?
All right, Johnny.
Well, hi, Lieutenant.
Boy, you should hear them in there, Johnny. Holy smoke, they sound like a yard full of chickens with an army of hawks descending on them.
It's pretty good, Lieutenant.
So I thought I'd hole up in here until one of the boys I sent over to that motel checks back with me.
The motel where this Thompson B. Thompson claimed he was staying?
Yeah, that's right.
Didn't you phone the place?
Yes, and the manager told me that he's registered all right and drives the same kind of a car he used to come over here.
I see New York license?
No, that's just the point. Connecticut plates. Maybe that's Conroy now.
Mind if I listen in?
Be my guest. McQuaid.
Conroy, Lieutenant.
Yes, Conroy?
Those plates.
Yeah?
The manager here gave me the number on them.
Yeah?
I checked them with headquarters, Lieutenant. They're on the stolen car list.
I see. Then there's no point in your staying there at the motel.
No, sir. I guess he's far away, but... Hey, hold everything, Lieutenant.
Yes? Hello, Conroy.
Listen, car just came in the driveway. Looks like his, maybe.
Yes?
Yeah, it's pulling up in front of number 7. That's Thompson's room.
Okay, now, as soon as he gets inside, go out and check that license. Call me back. Don't try to apprehend him.
Right, sir.
Call me back. Well, this may not be so tough at that.
Wonderful.
Sounds like a cinch.
Sure.
And yet if he was clever enough to crack this party the way he did. Lieutenant, did the people inside there give you a pretty good description of him?
Description? Better than that. Look at this. A snapshot of him.
Good. How'd you happen to get this?
Hey, I remember. Right after dinner, Mr. Chadwick took a lot of these pictures with one of those self-developing cameras.
Yeah, that's right.
He was snapping everybody, handing them out right and left.
Thompson didn't object to having his picture taken?
No, jumped at the chance.
Funny.
Now, if Conroy calls back and says that... There we go, John.
I'll listen over your shoulder again.
McQuaid.
Conroy again, Lieutenant. That's Thompson's car, all right. I mean, the one he stole.
All right, now, Conroy.
And it's Thompson went inside the motel room. Looks just like that picture you got. He's in there now.
Okay. Don't disturb him.
What do you mean?
I mean, don't disturb him. Unless he tries to make a break for it. Then stop him any way you have to.
Yes?
I'll be right over. Okay, Johnny. Want to be in on an easy kill?
Easy kill, huh?
Absolutely.
Any bets? The lieutenant, one of his men, and I hopped into a prowl car and tore on over to the Pearson Motor Court, going into the driveway as quietly as possible, with the lights off. Conroy was there. He was waiting, and he led us over to in front of unit number 7.
You're sure he's still in there, Conroy?
Yes, sir. I see. There's a stolen car. Still there. Oh, hi, Chris.
Hi. Look, Lieutenant, you can see him moving around inside. I mean, his shadow against the shade. Maybe packing up for a fast getaway.
All right, now, I'll take the door. Conroy, you cover me on this side. Chris, you and Mr. Dollarkin. What am I talking about? Listen, Johnny, you have no business being in on this. If Thompson gets rough, if he's armed...
So what? Go ahead, start pounding on the door.
It'll be on your own responsibility.
So I'm a very responsible guy. Now go ahead with him.
Okay. Now be careful. You too, Chris. Thompson? Come on, Thompson. We know you're in there. Open up. This is the police, Thompson. You open this door or do we shoot our way in? Well? Boys, hit the door.
Okay, Lieutenant.
All right, Thompson, come on. Oh, what the devil?
Well, Lieutenant, it looks as though a bird has flown the coop.
Shadow I saw from the outside.
Here, Chris. On top of this lamp. This little pinwheel affair.
Yes, you're right, Johnny.
Heat from the lamp makes it turn, cause the moving shadow that we saw there on the window shade.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Well, here's how he got out, Lieutenant. With this open window back here.
Yes, for once, you're right, Conroy. Question is, when?
Well, now, what do you know?
Maybe I better go out and keep an eye on his car, Lieutenant.
Yeah, do that, Chris. Well, Conroy, thanks to your stupidity.
Oh, now, Lieutenant.
Okay, I'll have to admit you couldn't watch both sides of this place at once. Anyhow, our friend Thompson is safely away with 4 necklaces, 1 emerald pendant,
1 bracelet, 1 brooch, Lieutenant.
Yes, that's exactly what... Dollar. Johnny, where'd you get those?
Lying here on the floor under the table. Anything missing?
3, pendant. Did you know the emerald in this thing is worth nearly $500,000, Johnny?
I can believe it.
And this. Oh, you son of a gun, it's all here.
You know why, Lieutenant? Because he must have somehow found out that I was outside, keeping an eye on him. So what happens? He knows he can't get away with it, so he drops the loot and he makes a break.
I hate to admit it, Conroy, but you're probably right. For once, your stupidity paid off.
Oh, Lieutenant, what do you mean, my stupidity?
Well, possibly what the lieutenant means is the way you parked your police car right there at the side of the driveway, where Thompson couldn't help but see it when he drove here.
Oh, well...
Don't bother with excuses, Conroy. There are none for a boner like that.
Yes, sir.
Well, we get this stuff back to the owners? The wealthy old ladies were tickled pink to get their expensive baubles back. And the look of relief on Terry Holmes' face was really something to behold. He'd been quietly sitting alone in the library, adding up the $2 million-odd he thought his company would have to pay out. But there was nothing quiet about the music room.
Yes, well, thank you, ladies, thank you. But now the boys and I had better...
You're wonderful, Mr. Dollar. I just don't know how you did it.
Oh, I just knew when Mr. Holmes said he was bringing you into the case. I just knew you'd get our things back.
Well, now, look, Miss Chadwick, the real credit for this should go...
Yes, sir. I just told the lieutenant, Mr. Dollar, we're certainly proud of you.
Well, now, Mr. Chadwick,
If there's anything I can do for you any old time, just you ask for it, my boy.
And you did it all so quickly. It's just wonderful.
Well, now, you're sure they're all here, Mrs. Chadwick? No stones missing, anything like that?
We've checked them, every single one.
Well, good.
You're just wonderful, Mr. Dollar.
Well, I wish you ladies would thank the lieutenant if he and his men hadn't got there so quickly.
Oh, now you're too modest, Mr. Dollar.
No. It's a fact. Just because I happened to see the jewelry lying there for... Well, you tell them how it happened, Lieutenant.
Well, the boys and I had better get back to headquarters, folks.
Oh, but not before you tell us all the details.
Oh, yes, please, Lieutenant. Tell us just exactly.
Well, now, please.
Oh,
Wow.
Come in, sit down. I was just about to go out and rescue you, Johnny.
Oh, Terry, you still here?
Yeah, I kind of thought you'd get your fill of that yakety-yak out there. Want the butler to fix you a drink? Just push that little pink button on the desk.
Well, you're real happy now, aren't you, Terry?
Why not? Look at the money the company won't have to pay out now. Order a drink. Hey, call the lieutenant in for one. Lord knows he deserves it.
He'll need more than a drink when he gets time to realize the big part of his job is still to be done.
What do you mean by that?
I mean running down this Thompson character.
Who cares about him now that the stuff is back?
I do, for one. And you know something? I got a couple of ideas.
Oh? Like what?
Well, take that picture of him. Beg your pardon. This picture. I forgot to give it back to the lieutenant.
Looks exactly like him, Johnny. Tall, slim, kind of ramrod. I mean that straight sort of military bearing, slick black hair, neatly trimmed mustache. That's the guy.
Almost pretty, though, isn't he? Almost like he used makeup to look younger than he really is.
Why not? Getting those old...
Why?
Don't ask me.
And why did he tell everybody where he was staying? He certainly knew he was going to pull this job.
Hey, you're right.
And another thing, too.
What's that, Johnny?
Where was he between the time he left here and when he finally arrived at the motel? That policeman, Conroy, had plenty of time to get there before Thompson did. What's more, he didn't hesitate to calmly walk into his room in spite of a prowl car parked outside. And why did he go back to the motel at all?
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
Sure it is, and it all adds up to one big, fat, powerful hunch.
Hooray, so what are you going to do, Johnny?
Well, first of all, since your company has it all so nicely insured, I'm going to borrow that jewelry.
Huh?
Just until sometime tomorrow morning, Terry. I don't think anything will happen to it.
Well, it better not.
Go on in there and pry it loose from all those gabby old ladies for me, will you? Go on, Terry. Now, what's the matter?
Okay, whatever you say, Johnny, but I sure hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah?
So do I. At 9:30 the next morning, I dropped in at the small store of a jeweler by the name of Caldwell. His eyes almost bugged out of his head when I casually laid the pile of trinkets on the counter and asked for an appraisal. But when he put a loop in his eye and started to examine them really carefully...
No, I can't believe it. Amazing. So beautiful. But I can't believe it, Mr. Dollar.
You can't believe what?
Paste imitations, but the most magnificent imitations I ever saw.
To gain time.
And the setting's the work of an artist.
Sure, to gain time.
What?
He knew that nobody would ever question these until they were sent in to be cleaned. Whatever that might be.
Well, I don't understand, sir.
So he'd have all the time he needed to leave town quietly without any excitement or any suspicion.
Mr. Dollar...
This switch might not be realized for months.
Well, I'm afraid I don't understand. Huh? Good morning, Lieutenant.
Miss Caldwell, Dollar, I've been looking all over for you.
Yes, and knowing I had the jewels with me, started looking in all the jewelry stores.
That's right.
Well, I hope not too many of them.
What?
Here, would you like to return these to the owners now?
Sure, only
Except for Mrs. Chadwick's. I'll take her necklace back myself. I'll see you, Lieutenant.
Well, now, wait a second,
I'm
Johnny.
sorry, but I don't think I'd better waste any
Johnny,
time. No, Mr. Caldwell, maybe you'd better tell him about those jewels.
I certainly shall.
Huh? Now, Johnny!
You know, from that moment on, things slipped so neat into place I could hardly believe it. First, of course, I returned the necklace to Mrs. Chadwick, without telling her, not yet, that her stuff was only paste.
And I only wish there was something I could do to show my gratitude.
Well, there is, Mrs. Chadwick.
Well, what's that, Mr. Dollar?
Well, I'd like to borrow that camera that makes the pictures right after you snap them.
Why, of course.
Also, I'd like to know where you have this fine jewelry cleaned when you do.
Oh, at Richter's, that big place on High Street. We wouldn't think of taking them anywhere else.
We?
Oh, yes, all the ladies you met last night.
Oh, thank you very much.
What?
At the big jewelry house on High Street, I showed my credentials to Mr. Richter himself. Told him what it was all about. He was a bit shook up for a moment, and then he led me into a large, well-lighted shop at the rear. 18 or 20 highly skilled craftsmen were bent over individual tables, covered with little lathes and grinding wheels and lots of equipment that I'd never seen before. They were creating, or cleaning and repairing, various pieces of fine jewelry, or drawing designs for pieces yet to be made. Richter told the men to pay no attention to me as I walked among them, taking pictures, supposedly a magazine article. Finally, we stopped at the bench of a lean, rather bald man of middle age, who was hunched over a vise, where he was mounting a huge ruby in a ring.
And this is Ernest, fairly new with us, but one of our finest stone setters. Designs and makes all the mountings himself.
Ernest?
Don't let us interrupt your work.
Oh, thank you, sir.
We're going to miss you, though, when you leave for that job in Philadelphia, is it?
Yes, sir. But I'll be here another week or so, Mr. Richter.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I think I'd like your pictures standing up, Ernest.
Standing, sir?
Yes, if you don't mind. Do you?
Why, no, of course not, sir.
Right next to Mr. Richter, please. And stand up straight, huh?
I'm afraid that bending over my work all these years...
Oh, come on, stand up straight, like this.
I beg your pardon.
Good, that'll do it.
Mr. Richter, might I ask what this is all about?
Now, we'll give this about a minute.
I'm afraid I don't understand,
Well,
sir.
don't worry, Ernest, you will. Now, Mr. Richter,
Yes?
as soon as this picture develops, if one of your artists will do a little retouching for me.
Well, of course, Mr. Dollar.
What?
Mr. Dollar?
That's right, Johnny Dollar.
The investigator.
Yes.
Retouching, you said?
To put a sort of wig on this picture of your slick black hair and a trim little mustache, maybe a dark suit.
I see.
I kind of think it'll match the other one, the one that Mr. Chadwick took of you at his party last night, don't you, Ernest? Or is it Thompson B. Thompson?
Why, Ernest, what's the matter? You don't look well.
Mr. Dollar knows why.
Real clever, wasn't it, huh? Get all that priceless jewelry in here for cleaning and make those perfect copies, and then in your makeup and dark suit, you stole the real ones last night, left the phonies behind, and really threw the police off the track. Now, let's get this picture out of here so we can prove the disguise that you use.
No, it won't be necessary, Mr. Dollar.
Oh?
As they say in the movies, I'll go along quietly.
The gems he'd stolen, we picked them up at his apartment, and then took them along to police headquarters. It's funny, Lieutenant McQuaid even forgot to bawl me out for having kept that first picture of Ernest. Expense account total? What expense account? But believe me, I want a nice fee on this one. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Well, next week, what might have been a pleasant trip across the country, if it weren't for a killer gunning for me. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Reddick, is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Bruno Zerato, Jr., musical supervision by Ethel Hubert. Heard in our cast in order of their appearance were Jim Stevens, Carl Frank, Lawson Zerby, Bill Lipton, Elspeth Eric, Gene Gillespie, Guy Rep, Raymond Edward Johnson, Louis Van Ruten, and Bob Dryden. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This...
Johnny Dollar.
Mr. Dollar?
Yes?
This is Christian Albeck at International Life and Casualty in Boston.
Well, Mr. Albeck, I haven't heard from you in 3 or 4 years.
No.
How are you?
Fine. Just fine, Mr. Dollar. But I'm afraid I have a bit of a problem.
Well, who hasn't?
And I wonder if you could, what was that?
Nothing. You were going to say?
I wonder if you're free to come up here and see me right away.
I don't know why not. As long as you're willing to pay my expense account and commission, and, maybe a little extra fee in addition.
Well, that remains to be seen. Of course, there is a $250,000 policy involved.
Say no more. I'm on my way.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the International Life and Casualty Insurance Company, Home Office, Boston, Massachusetts. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the 3-for-1 matter. Expense account item 1, $775, plane fare to Boston. Item 2, $2.25 for a cab to International's office in the little building at the corner of Tremont and Boylston, across from the Touraine Hotel. Come to think of it, it's not too far from station WEEI that carries the broadcast reports on these cases. Christian Albeck is in his late 40s, tall, blond, lantern-jawed. His casual manner and rather bland expression belie a sharp, keenly analytical mind. I've always had the feeling that he might always be just one jump ahead of me.
Sit down, won't you, Mr. Dollar?
Thank you, Chris. Only, why the mister?
Well, after all, you are in Boston, you know. Cigarette?
Thank you.
Yes, fairly known. I take it you come up here by plane.
Mm-hmm. With an ulterior motive. I figured if I got here in time for lunch, I might persuade you to foot the bill over at the old Union Oyster House.
Well, why not? Afterwards, we can pick up a rental car for you.
Oh?
Yes. See, it'll be necessary for you to run up to Center Harbor in New Hampshire.
Up there at Lake Winnipesaukee again?
Yes, where you handled a case for us once before.
Great.
Huh?
Well, it's pickerel, perch, smallmouth bass. Only why didn't you tell me that on the phone, Chris, so I could have brought along some fishing tackle?
This time of year?
Oh, that's right. I kind of lost my head.
Now, why don't we go on over to the Oyster House, and while you're gorging yourself on seafood, I can tell you what this is all about.
Fine.
Another dozen on the half shell, Mr. Dollar?
Oh, are you kidding? I've had it. Oh, I just hope I can make it up to Lake Winnipesaukee. I come to think of it. To what, Chris?
To see if you can find out what's happened to a Mr. John Stewart Kirkman.
Kirkman?
Yes. He and his wife live on Red Hill Road up there at Center Harbor. He's a man of about 60, retired, worth quite a lot of money.
I see.
His wife telephoned me just before I called you this morning. She gave me no details, but it seems that Mr. Kirkman left the house sometime after dinner last evening, presumably to see a man on business of some kind or other. And, well, she simply hadn't seen or heard anything of him since.
$250,000 policy,
Yes, with a double indemnity clause.
She's checked with this man that he went to see?
And she doesn't know who it was.
Well, what about the police up there? Chief Mike Sharp, isn't it?
Yeah. I talked to him this morning, too. He'll give you all the details, and he's happy you're on the case.
Well,
He thinks a lot of you, Mr. Dollar, and he promises complete cooperation.
Well, good.
Incidentally, now,
Yeah? Well?
No. Nothing. Well, you see what you think when you get up there.
What I think about what, Chris?
Forget it.
No, wait a minute. You got an idea maybe about someone who might have helped Mr. Kirkman disappear?
I didn't say that.
Now, don't start that again.
Again?
That other case up there, Winnipesaukee. If you'd told me your suspicions right at the beginning, it would have saved me a lot of trouble and your company a lot of expense.
Yeah, but if I'd been wrong...
But you were absolutely right.
Yeah, quite possible that I'm wrong this time.
Who do you suspect, Chris, of wanting to get him out of the way? Well, then, who is the beneficiary of this policy that he holds?
His wife, Mona.
$250,000.
Yeah.
Or maybe double that.
But I'm thinking of, well, 3 people, Dollar, who might, and I use the word might. Now, mind you.
Go on. Who are they?
Well, it's Charles B. Hockaway.
Who's he?
Hockaway, a sort of junior partner for a while in Mr. Kirkman's investment business here in Boston. Before Kirkman retired, went up there to live in Center Harbor.
Mm-hmm. What about him?
Hockaway borrowed a lot of money from him on a handshake. No contract. Never paid it back. For the simple reason that he's completely impractical, incompetent, wasteful.
How much?
Nearly $100,000, I understand. Anyhow, the last time I talked with Mr. Kirkman, he said he was going to take legal action, even if it meant complete ruin for Hockaway.
Did he?
I don't know. I do know that Hockaway was not only worried, but bitterly resentful.
He was?
He said he'd really earned the money, which isn't true. That Kirkman didn't need it, and that he'd see him in Hades before paying a cent of it. And a couple of months ago, Hockaway quietly took a little cottage up there in Center Harbor.
You think that in order to avoid paying off his debt, he would go so far as to...
No, I didn't say that. Then there's Mildred.
Mildred who?
Armstrong. She was Kirkman's first wife. When he divorced her, he made what was then a very generous settlement. But later, when he began to get really wealthy and wouldn't add to what he'd given her, well, I just happen to know that she's been threatening him for years.
Threatening to kill him?
Now, Mr. Dollar, I didn't...
All right. You didn't say that.
No. But she, too, has recently moved to Center Harbor.
Well, now, Chris...
And finally, there's Tony Benson, who's turned up in Wolfsboro on the other side of the lake.
And who is he?
Well, he's a fairly bright young fella. But basically, just a bomb. Just an irresponsible young... Mr. Dollar, Tony has been in more scrapes. And I'll wager he's had at least a dozen different jobs in the last 10 years. There's been absolutely no good in any of them. Right now, he's a sort of dental assistant for Dr. Porteous.
And what's his beef?
Mona, Mr. Kirkman's wife. Tony was in love with her once, or with her fortune, really, but Kirkman beat him to it.
I thought Kirkman himself had the money.
Well, it was hers that enabled him to build up his business. Therefore, his own fortune, to the point where he could retire in 4 years.
Oh.
Anyhow, I don't think Tony would stop at anything to get even.
Oh, wait a minute. Get even with Kirkman or his wife?
Frankly, knowing the way that love can turn to hatred in such a case, I would have thought with Mona. But now, of course...
Well, they're pretty thin motives, it seems to me, Chris, all of them. But you think that one of those 3 might possibly have decided to put Kirkman out of the way?
No, I didn't say that. I only meant...
Okay, Chris. Let's get out of here. Get me a car and I'll be on my way. Item 3, $50 deposit on a rental car. By the time I'd covered the 125 miles or so to Center Harbor, it was late afternoon. Police Chief Mike Sharp was out of his little office, so I left a note on the door, went over and checked in at the Garnet Inn. I wondered which of the people that Chris had mentioned I should contact first. If, that is, anything actually had happened to Mr. Kirkman. Yes, come in.
Well, howdy, Mr. Dollar.
Chief Sharp, nice to see you.
I thought maybe it was you who'd moved in here when I saw that rental car out front.
Here I am.
About that Mr. John Stewart Kirkman, man you come up here to look for?
Yes.
Might have saved yourself trouble, Mr. Dollar. Just found him myself.
Oh, well, good.
Found his body, rather. Mr. Kirkman's dead. Stone dead.
If you leave your car outside at night and hope in the morning it'll be all right. If your car's in a garage that has no heat, you want antifreeze protection that's real complete. Don't ask for trouble. Ask for DuPont Zerex Antifreeze.
For dependable protection against sudden drops in temperature all winter long, use DuPont Zerex Antifreeze. Even during a warm spell, Zerex won't boil away. It outlasts winter. And to guard against damaging rust and corrosion, Zerex has MR8 Rust Inhibitor, an exclusive DuPont development that protects all engine metals, including aluminum. So for safe, dependable protection, do as millions of motorists have done for over 20 years. Ask for Zerex Antifreeze. It's made by DuPont. Remember,
For cars left out at night or in unheated garages. Don't ask for trouble. Ask for DuPont Zerex Antifreeze.
Now, just take it easy, Mr. Dollar, coming to that curve up ahead there.
Right, Chief.
Yeah, that is, unless you want the same thing to happen as happened to Mr. Kirkman. Maybe you better stop along about here.
Yes. I see those tire tracks on over the edge of the curve and on through the broken fence there beyond.
Yeah, that's what happened to him, all right. Lost control, missed the curve, went on over the edge. Yeah, there, now. See how it hit the bottom down there?
Oh. 60 or 70 feet.
Come along, Miss Dollar. Watch your step here.
Yep.
Footing's not so good on this side of the hill.
Yeah, I see that. Who is that down there?
Old Doc Higby. He's the coroner. I want him just to be sure that body's all right.
How do you mean, all right?
Well, it looks pretty obvious, like an accident, but you didn't have a chance to look at those tire tracks as careful as I did.
Well, I think I know what you mean about him, Chief.
Do you?
Yeah, there were no skid marks to show that he tried to put on the brakes before going over.
That's right. Those tracks are so clear, so plain, Mr. Dollar.
You wonder if Kirkman wasn't dead before he hit the curve,
It's a possibility.
Maybe somebody killed him and propped him up behind the wheel, then helped that car over the edge.
Yes, sir. So, if Doc Higby has found any sign on him, any sign at all... Well, how about it, Doc?
Well, not a mark, Chief Sharp. Not a single mark onto him, except for the blow to his head that killed him when the car rolled over.
You're sure of that, Dr. Higby?
Eh?
I mean, there's no other mark that might possibly have accounted for his death. You're absolutely certain of that,
Now, just a minute, young man. Who is this young man talking to me like this?
Now, Doc, this is Mr. Johnny Dollar. He's kind of a special
The Johnny
investigator.
Dollar? The insurance investigator?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, now, howdy, Mr. Dollar. I'm mighty pleased to meet you.
Well, thank you, Doctor, but,
You'll have to pardon his sparking up that way, Mr. Dollar. I guess we folks around here have him spoiled. He's just not used to having someone question his professional opinion.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's perfectly all right, and I'm glad to know you, Doctor.
Yes, but, now, knowing how thorough you always are, Mr. Dollar, you see, I listened to all those reports on your cases over the radio, mostly on WGAN and over to Portland and on WEEI down to Boston.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, sir.
So, I suppose, in spite of my opinion, in spite of the way this looks like an accident, maybe I'd better do an autopsy.
I think it might be a good idea, Doctor.
Because if he was killed before the car rolled on down here...
I'll do it. Right away. If you two will help me get the body down to my car that's down below.
Sure. In the meantime, Chief Sharp...
Yeah, in the meantime, Mr. Dollar, just in case...
Yeah?
There are 3 people I'd like to make certain are still about in these parts.
Like Charles P. Hockaway, for instance?
Well, yes. But how'd you know?
And perhaps Mildred Armstrong and Tony Benson?
Yes, sir. Especially that Tony Benson over to Wolfsburg.
Okay. While you're rounding them up, I want a mechanic to look over the brake system on this car to find out, if possible, why it went over the edge.
That's a good idea. While you and Doc take in the body, I'll get a hold of Frank Marshall over at the gas station to look at the brakes, and then I'll round up those people you mentioned.
Fine. I didn't stick around to watch the autopsy, thank you, but went back to the Garnet Inn. It was dinner time, and in spite of the hefty lunch in Boston, I was hungry again. But as I went to my room to wash up... It's funny, I guess I forgot to lock it.
Oh, you locked it all right.
What? Who are you?
You're Johnny Dollar, aren't you?
That's right.
Well, I'm Tony Benson.
Well?
I saw the note you left on the door at Chief Sharp's office. I came over here to wait for you. Got tired of standing around, so I came up here and slipped the lock with a business card. Any objection?
And, if I decided that, you should be held for breaking and entering?
Well, it's a lot better than being held for murder, isn't it?
Murder?
Well, that's what that crazy old police chief would do in a minute if he could cook up something wrong about the way old Kirkman's car went over that cliff.
Oh, you know about it?
Doesn't everybody? But I don't want anybody accusing me of murder.
Why should they?
Because they all think I had a grudge against Kirkman, that's why.
Didn't you?
No. It wasn't him that did me dirt. It was that, well, it was Mona that left me flat. If I had a grudge against anybody, it was against her, not him. Well, if you don't believe me, ask her.
Maybe I will.
Anyhow, when I found out you were here, at least I knew I'd get a fair shake for a change.
Tony, you said murder. What makes you think Kirkman was murdered when all the signs point to an accident out there?
Well, now, listen, all I said was that old Chief Sharp would try and, well, you know, cook up something or something just because he doesn't like me.
Maybe he has good reason.
Yeah?
Wait a minute. Johnny Dollar.
My name is Mildred Armstrong, Mr. Dollar.
Yes.
I must see you right away.
Oh, what about?
You know very well what about. About John Kirkman. And I'm not the one who murdered. Had him murdered.
What makes you think he's been murdered, Miss Armstrong?
Well, he's dead, isn't he?
Yes, he's dead, all right, but it looked like an accident.
Oh, well, I didn't know. Then there won't be any silly suspicion of me.
Well, should there be?
I beg your pardon?
Are you here in Center Harbor?
Yes. Why?
Well, then I think you'd better come on over here and see me.
Now, just a minute.
Or would you rather I had Chief Sharp bring you over?
Very well, Mr. Dollar. I'll be over to see you.
All right, now, Tony.
So, maybe now you got a better suspect, huh?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, if old Kirkman was murdered, I mean what you said to that Armstrong dame. Now, look, if you want my opinion...
No, thank you. Oh, now what?
Mr. Johnny Dollar?
That's right.
Well, I'm glad to see you here. My name is...
Hi.
Tony.
Charlie boy, come on in. Join the party.
Mr. Hockaway, is it?
Oh, yes.
At this point, I guess I can only say I've been expecting you.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
Well, you came to tell me perhaps that...
That I didn't murder John Kirkman.
Yes, that word seems to be getting pretty common around here.
What's that?
How do you know he's been murdered?
Oh, I see. A little slip of the tongue, and you've immediately become suspicious. Well, don't, old man, because there's no reason to. What I meant was... well, you know.
No, what did you mean, Mr. Hockaway?
Well, just that if there should turn out to be anything suspicious about the, well, let's face it, Dollar. Kirkman and I were not on very good terms.
Yes, so I understand.
Careful, Charlie. You're sticking your neck out.
But if there should be any question of murder, old man, well, needless to say, I
didn't do it.
That's right. I'm glad you understand.
Sit down, Hockaway.
Oh, surely, Mr. Dollar.
Chief?
Yeah, this is Miss Armstrong, Mr. Dollar. met her on the way over after I checked with Frank Marshall about the car.
Oh, won't you go on in, Miss Armstrong?
Certainly.
Well, Miss Armstrong.
As to where the other two are that I... Huh?
Yeah.
Where'd you find them, Mr. Dollar?
Well, let's say they found me, Chief. Have you checked with Dr. Higby?
Yeah, let's shut this door a little.
Sure. Well?
Looks like we were wrong. Doc says it was the accident killed Mr. Kirkman, no doubt about it. So all this roundup of suspects...
Chief, what did Frank Marshall say about the brakes on the car?
He went over it with a fine-tooth comb, Mr. Dollar. Nothing tampered with, no loose connections, nothing wrong at all.
I see.
Only one thing. There was no fluid in the brake lines.
What?
You know, that copper tubing that carries the fluid?
Oh?
But only because of a tiny little leak, a little hole so small that even his smallest drill wouldn't fit in it.
That car's pretty new.
Yeah. So it must have been just a defective piece of that tubing that let fluid leak out.
Wait a minute. Hold everything.
Huh?
Chief.
Yeah?
Look, go on in there and keep an eye on the suspect while I go over and take a look at that car, will you?
Yeah, but I thought that you... Suspect?
That's right.
But who? Which one?
Judging by the way they all descended on me as though to make sure I wouldn't suspect them, it could be any one of them. But you just sit tight right here and we'll see.
Night, Tommy. See you in the morning. Now,
Yes, Frank?
well, like I told Chief Sharp, Mr. Dollar, must have been an accident. These brake lines on this car have been tampered with, and I would have known it right away.
I'm sure you would, Frank.
Sure. Any wrench or other tool had been put on any connections, any bleedle lines, I'd have noticed. Kind of would have disturbed the mud from that last rain we had, would have left a mark.
Mm-hmm.
There's no sore marks, anything like that, anywhere on that copper tubing. And I also checked the master cylinder and all four wheel cylinders, too.
Well, then how do you account for no fluid in the lines?
Well, I thought about that myself. Count if I'd checked the fluid level last time I did a lube jar on this car, last week.
The chief said that there is a small hole in one of the lines.
Yes, sir. It's a defect in the tubing. Leastwise, it's much too small for any drill point.
Is it?
Oh, yes, sir. And I know because I got drill points in my kit all the way down to 128th of an inch. The hole's a lot smaller than that.
Is it all right if I get under and take a look?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Here, you can use this crawler here. Just lay down, roll under.
Good. Do you have a flashlight?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right here.
Is there any around here?
Yeah, sure. You can use this little pocket magnifier if you want.
Okay, fine. The hole in that copper tubing that carries the brake fluid was tiny. But under the magnifying glass, it was all too obvious that someone had drilled it there. And remember this. Where an ordinary metal drill leaves a burr, a bit of metal shaving on the edge of a hole that it's cut. Here there was none.
See it under there? Too small for any kind of drill. Too small.
Any kind? Sorry, Frank. That's where you're wrong.
Oh, howdy, Mr. Dollar.
Chief?
Where you been, Dollar? Not digging up another suspect for the murder that wasn't a murder after all?
Yes, the chief has just told us it was an accident due to faulty brakes.
All right, it's all over. It's all settled now.
So you see, Mr. Dollar, I told you there was no cause for suspicion.
Right. So come on, let's get out of here.
Just one question first.
Yeah. What is it, Mr. Dollar?
What is it?
Tony,
Yeah.
you're a dental assistant, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
And you ought to be more careful with the equipment.
Now, what do you mean by that?
Or don't you remember what you did with this dental drill that you borrowed from the office? This tiny drill that you used to drill a hole in that brake line.
You're pretty smart, you know.
No. Just smart enough. So, once again, it's up to the courts. And how about the switch on this one? I mean, the logical suspect being the logical suspect for once. Expense account total, including board and room, mileage on the rental car, and the trip back to Hartford, plus incidentals, of course, $81.50. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now,
here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, one of the cleverest ways to work a racket that ever tripped up a crook. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is written by Jack Johnstone. Produced and directed by Bruno Zerato Jr. Musical supervision by Ethel Huber. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Leora Thatcher as Mildred, William Mason as Tony, Robert Donnelly as Chris, Robert Dryden as the police chief, Reynold Osborne as Charles, Arthur Cole as the doctor, and Bill Lipton as Frank. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Art Hanna speaking. Durward Kirby's favorite program, The Gary Moore Show, on the CBS Radio Network.
At roll 59 on your Tri-Cities dial, this is WROW Music in Albany, New York.
Young man, are you gambling with your future? Going round and round in circles, waiting for a break? Well, has Lady Luck smiled on you lately? Too bad. But your future's still ahead of you. Why not kiss Lady Luck goodbye and put the odds in your favor? Choose your own job training in today's Army, and then watch your future pay off.
You can choose job training before you enlist. Before you enlist in the modern army.